Good bard, you just
Welcome to another wonderful week of Dungeons and Dungeons. This week, we return to the Fey Wilds, where last week you met the Satyr King. You got to enjoy a planar shift away from Ragnorum. Tullius had some pretty terrible things go down in Chinatown with him, and he's trying to figure out what all that means.
It was fine.
When did we go to Chinatown?
And with that said, Tyrion was now walking towards a cabin in the woods when a bunch of rangers were hunting a bulette. How do you say it?
Bulette.
A
bullet.
And a bunch of Spriggans that were guarding it.
Barrette.
They were hunting it and brought it back to its place, and then invited you in for dinner when you guys were in the middle of combat. So we will resume combat on Tullius's turn, because you were top of the order. At that point, Tyrion is rushing over after a fireball just exploded in the house.
He's walking, so I'm staying behind him.
So we have all that, and the giant angelic creature is walking very slowly as Ulyrus and Zeph are standing side by side.
He's walking?
No, he's flying. So you're walking next to him.
You got those wings,
as that's going really slow that way, Luke won't be joining us tonight. Last week was our 1-year anniversary. I forgot to. I don't think I ever said it while recording.
Oh, so. Weird.
But just for us when we go when we're older, it'll be nice to know that.
I thought
it's
you
good
meant
for
like
reference
it was
material.
like, I don't know.
Nope.
Luke and Emily's 1-year anniversary.
Definitely
and I was
not.
Like, what?
Nope.
They've been together for a bit longer than that.
5-6 years now.
Very confused.
Anyway, we wish Luke all the best and we super duper miss him. So.
Very much so.
Tullius, it is your turn to start the order as they have dropped their forms and both are Onis right now in front of you, and there is a giant gray salad that has just blown up the place.
Oh, it's a salad, right?
It's a salad. But it's this one looks different than some salads because it's got really tiny feet.
What is a salad?
Very agile.
A salad.
A salad. A salad. I call it whatever the fuck I want in my world. Don't make me homebrew something worse. I'll do it. I have no problem making a monster.
Come on, Tullius.
Guys, it's okay. One of these days, Reed will be able to pronounce his own words.
Maybe. Okay.
Alright, Tullius, destroy this lad.
Yep. That's what we can do, Tullius.
Huh?
This man's lad.
This lad.
This slide is very mad.
Here we go. Oh man! If everyone's here in person, I've just noticed it's
gonna be.
It'll be Critical Role.
It'd be electric.
It will be electric, and nothing will ever get done.
It'll be like every other D&D.
How big is the area in here?
Easily 30. I have an AOE somewhere here.
That's all I'm curious about.
Hey, I didn't tell you to go to sleep.
Sorry, I was really tired.
Okay.
Did I roll an initiative?
Yes, you're at
I did.
15. So you are. Tullius is just after you, and Orhana went. She had all of her criticals.
Yeah, I wanted to use them before I had to come back and re-roll something.
Here we go. I got my AoEs. There you go.
What's taking these guys so long?
30. Whatever that is. Okay. And you guys get to do your own conditions over there. That's why I put it down there for you. So you guys can manage your own conditions.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Fuck if I know.
We better hurry up.
I'm gonna...
I think the charm was ended because I got hit with a fireball.
Feels right.
Yes, the charm was ended because the fireball hit him.
No, you gotta make a saving throw.
No.
On charm?
That's not how charms work.
On charms, yes.
It's normally like
if you get hit by a friendly person, the charm breaks.
But it was by the Salad, not the Onis. He wouldn't be friendly to you.
A friend of a friend.
Why would he know that?
No, I'm just saying that's what you're...
How? How would he
Is
be
the
that?
slot on the same side of his thingy-majob? Was this set up by the three of them?
Yeah.
Was the slot part of it?
Yes, but it doesn't mean they're allies per se.
I don't
In
think
this
that matters.
circumstance, I think they would be allies because it's them versus us.
What was the charm?
An
It
Oni
was a
charm
charm person.
charm person.
And what did they say?
Sit
was-
down and
yeah.
eat. We're all friends here, or whatever. We didn't say we're all friends here. That's what Escott said.
Fuck that, dude. I'm glad he's not here.
If it feels.
That's what you think.
I would just end it myself. I would just
Roll for death.
just roll for
Or
kill
your
yourself.
companions do anything harmful to it.
Make a death
Charm
saving
creature
throw, but I'm
regarding your
alive.
friendly
Make a death
acquaintance.
saving throw.
When the spell ends. I'll give it to you, but it's a super weak one.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. You're not charmed, but it's super weak.
Okay. We take those. Also, is the house flimsy?
The roof just got blown off.
Okay. Good to know.
Very flimsy.
Well, I guess, is this a charm person spell or is this like an effect like the succubi?
No, it's a charm person.
It is a spell.
It's just charm person spell. They can do it once a day for
Yeah,
Onis.
they have
So
an
it's
spell
fine. It's fine. It just to call them allies is so like.
They're not on our team.
Yeah, I guess.
Are
But
they working together to eat them?
Yes.
together? It's so weird. Like,
Currently in the same room, trying to
the
eat
salad
the same
would
people.
would kill the Onis in a second. Like
There's two of them.
he wouldn't be.
I mean,
Question.
I mean, after the battle, he might not be an ally anymore.
I'll give it to you. It's a weak alliance. I'll say. I'll give it to you. I already
Question.
said stop pushing it.
Question. Are these humanoids?
I think they're monstrosities. No,
no.
aberrations.
One's an
I think he would have to
aberration.
find that out.
Yeah.
If he doesn't know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just asking based off of appearance. Do they look humanoid?
The Onis look humanoid-ish. But now I need to see what constitutes humanoid.
Nope. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You could say that they look humanoid in the same way that Tellius looks.
No, I agree with that. That's why I'm going the next step.
That's why I'm like,
Because he's gonna cast it and be like, all right, so were they humanoid? I'm gonna be like, let me look at it. Does it say right next to their name if they're humanoid or not?
Yeah, it should say like their size, their monster type, and
Yeah.
their alignment.
I'm just going based off of visual.
Yes, that's what we're. Yes, I totally
Yeah.
get that. But your DM also has to be on the up and up. And
Oh, you're cool. You're cool.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
think I'm
I'm
good.
just saying I'm not trying to fish for like stuff I wouldn't know. I'm
it's
just
fine.
like
It's fine. I can give it to you guys half the time. So.
fair. All right. Well, I'm not even gonna fuck with any of that anyway. I'm gonna.
You've had a long rest too, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Just to remind everybody.
Yep, I know. I'm gonna 5th level cast confusion.
Okay.
Centered. And I'll describe how I cast the spell in a moment because I know you're really thinking
Yep.
about it. It will be centered over here.
Okay. Like toward the back, so it doesn't hit everybody
Well,
else.
towards the back. I get to choose the targets anyway.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just gonna choose these two. It's a 10 or 15 foot radius sphere.
So it's this guy.
Yeah.
Is that 15 foot
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
just
choosing,
fine.
I'm gonna choose both those two.
Okay.
And as so in order to cast it, I will be taking out some nuts. Shells of nuts.
These nuts?
3 specifically.
Nice.
What-
Okay.
What kind?
These would probably be. Oh, if I'm just taking them out of my rations, I think it says like walnuts or cashews in there. I'm not sure what
Okay.
it says in there.
Important.
I'll just take them out,
Mm-hmm.
crush them, and say, Gazorpazor.
The copper drag. Nope, it's not dragon. I hate it. I hate this world.
You made
The
it.
copper
Copper
lizard-looking folk. He's not. Copper. That's what he is. Crushes these, and then what's the saving throw?
Gazorpazor.
Yeah.
It is a wisdom 16 saving throw for the 2 in the back there.
Roll for the two of them. Their saving throw for wisdom is
I will be right back.
okay.
It's the
My
Both fail.
I will
The
run
Chinese
up
are
to
here.
you. My turn is gonna be movement and a message spell.
All right, you're still far away. You're fine. You have to wait entire sequence. They're both confused.
Okay.
Both failed.
All right, so I have to roll a d10 and see what happens.
For each, or do they do the same thing?
I don't know what you want, Dio. I'll do for each.
Do one for each, more interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so a 9 is creature can act and move normally. Sick. Amazing.
Good spell.
So nothing. Nice. Big
And the
win.
1 is the creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll
Yep.
d8 and assign a direction to each die face. That's hilarious.
1 is north.
Yeah. I'm rolling a d8. 3.
Oh, you're gonna do it?
Yep.
So that is east.
Yeah. Yeah, if we're just doing a compass.
Yep.
Like,
East. So on here, east, alright, would be...
It's so weird.
Where's
I'm
north?
saying north is this way.
Okay.
For the sake of being.
So towards us.
East would be that
Can
way.
he go through the wall?
All this movement?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's just bashing into the side of the wall right now.
That's hilarious.
As the other... So... Tullius does that. And you see
Goes up!
Because Orbazorb, you see the Oni just like, oh, there's Orbazorb. That's the male Oni. The female just like, Orbazorb. That doesn't mean, what is, hey, as he just walks by, she's like, oh, he said that. Can you believe it? He's pushing into the wall right now. And like all this, like, basically like, it's not paralyzed. It's, what happens when the wood is...
Petrified.
Petrified, thank you. It's just basically the whole place is now petrified
That's
because of the
hilarious.
fireball, and he just like pushing down on these very soft walls. Like I gotta get away from that. Yeah, like they're always moving that way. He is confused.
That's alright.
And the other one, no effect because of a 9.
Yeah.
It gets rerolled
spell
every
is
turn.
very strange. I get to roll it every turn.
Oh, okay.
How long does it last?
Until they break the save.
Okay.
Or until I lose concentration.
It's...
Okay,
Oh, shit.
It's a fun spell.
cool. So with that,
So basically, Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
That's very entertaining.
Yeah. It makes for some fun.
that will be the Oni's turn now. Do they make it on their turn, the saves again?
Let me read it. At the end of each of its turns.
End.
So at the end.
Okay. Alright.
This music is
Yeah.
Hit me with it, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, is he gonna fireball again?
No, it was a cone.
Oh.
So the female is gonna be like, what is going on? Just gonna be like, snap out of it! The food's getting away! And it is going to Kona cold. So everybody, so Orhana, Turnuk, and Tullius make dex saves, I believe.
I failed.
Is it Dex or Con?
Let me read.
It's Con, I
Could be
think.
Con. Con.
You guys rolled the same thing.
14.
I definitely failed it.
Their DC is spell mod plus proficiency.
I failed.
What's your number?
10.
10?
11.
11?
14.
You pass.
Hooray!
Save. So that is...
Yo, he's got that Chinese food.
After the whole place, you just have this horrible hot sensation. You see just ice come out of this Oni's hand, just come and just litter the whole place with frozen crystals. That would be...
You're not funny. Stop.
I think it's funny.
You're up, then you're down.
You're in and you're out.
It's weird stuff.
It's not that great. Yeah, just 26 points of cold damage.
Just a mere.
Half for you.
26, you said?
Yep.
This is
So
good.
you're just
Kibosh.
13. So that's burnt.
This is pretty cool.
And at the start of its turn, you see the Onis, some of their wounds heal. So that would be you. So you're back up to, and you're back up to. Okay. The other one only had to walk towards the wall.
Yep, using all its movement.
All right.
So if it breaks it,
Well, that's at the end of the turn. So that one we'll have to roll at the end of its turn. I'll do both the rolls at the end. The other one is going to, as it's walking to the wall, be like, "What am I doing?" And it's going to go invisible.
See ya.
Okay. And at the end of the turns, they're going to try and save.
It's got so many trays over there.
Natural 20. And I believe it's a 14 fail. Okay. So the girl is fine. The one invisible is still not. So she is no longer confused.
Oh, I'm an idiot. You're supposed to roll a d10 at the start of their turns as well.
Oh.
So,
No.
whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, next time.
I'll just assume I roll the same things for
Sure.
both.
Okay. It is now
They also can't take reactions.
good to know. Top of the order, which is Charnook.
Right.
You feel the charmed person fade away on you, and you're like, "These aren't my friends."
These aren't my friends. How does the man in front of the weird frog thing in front of me look?
Rough.
Alright. So I'm going to use my movement to rotate around it, staying within melee range, so I can put myself between it and the door.
You can't get to the door. It's standing in the way of the door on purpose.
Alright. So I'm going to try and...
You can get directly to the side, but Tullius is staying there as well.
Can I go to the other side?
Yeah, you could get like right up in his face and then around the table. You'd be doing like a Charnook, like sucking in his gut and going around. But yeah, sure.
Thinking skinny thoughts, I'm going to get flanking
We'll
advantage
just
for that,
step over
right?
the table.
Just destroys
is
the
that
table.
flanking?
Side to side.
I'm right there.
Enemies on either side.
Sure.
As long as it's directly across from me.
I don't remember if it was directly across or if it was supposed to be some like it's supposed to be a different angle, like diagonal.
It's directly across.
It's,
Okay.
it's directly across.
Okay.
180.
Okay.
It's
I'm going
like
to take...
if there's someone here and someone
Directly across. That's fine.
or like
Okay.
this or whatever, however it's
I only remember
configured.
because Matt argues flanking on Critical Role 24/7.
Because they think it's what you just said.
That's
they
why
think
I'm
it's the angle
confused.
thing. Yeah,
That's 100% why.
it's yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to take 2 swipes with the Adam West Great Sword.
Okay.
First one is an 18.
Let's see. I believe that hits. Let me see. Yes, that hits.
And the second one is also an 18.
All right. So as you carve into it, Charnook, you hear bing, ding, ding as you hit him, and flowers explode as his skin starts to get cut and carved open.
That is 18 points of damage.
Okay. So he is here. So I'm gonna move these numbers over so I can actually see what's going on. And that'll be that number and that number. Okay.
Then with
Oh, I didn't take the cone of cold damage for him. He was in it. Wait. He does make the save though, and it was 13.
He's so dexterous.
13. Yeah.
Yep.
Constitutional.
Oh fuck, it's con.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he rolled it anyway. He beat it normally.
As long as it's not negative.
Yeah. So, is it? No.
Wait.
I'm so confident that I'm not. All right, go ahead.
That's my turn.
All right, cool. So then Charnook's turn. It is now his turn, and you see him.
Me too, kid.
The food's not supposed to fight back. You see some of his wounds start closing.
Glozing. Oh no.
Uh,
Never bueno.
Hey.
Sorry. I just wanted to throw some stuff at you.
Same.
oh my god, it can do that? That's ridiculous.
Oh no.
It's so weird. It's such a weird creature. I love it.
This is a grey one, right?
Yeah. I looked it up in between
Well,
sessions.
I've watched YouTube videos before.
Oh. So anyway, he's going to multi-attack, and he's going to do 2 great swords against you to return the favor, and 1 bite against Tullius. So this will be for 2 great swords. Oh, that doesn't count. Okay, and then this is against Tullius. So it would be 15 for the great sword and 20 for the great sword.
They both hit.
Okay, Tullius would be a 11 for the
Miss.
bite.
Easily
That
miss.
goes away.
With ease.
Yeah. That's
So the great sword
close.
is.
I think it's more efficient.
Oh.
To use.
The snake eyes.
Nice.
5 points of slashing, and then that made up for it. Hello averages. 11, 14 points of slashing.
So that's 19 total.
Yeah.
Starting to
Raging.
look. Starting to look. Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Yeah. So it'd be half.
So halved to 9, right?
Unless when you were charmed that round, did you not make an aggressive attack? Because you were charmed, then you would have lost raging.
No, I still attacked him. I still attacked the other
You
guy.
would have lost it because you sat down. You took your action to sit down and.
No, we talked about it, and it's not a command, right? So
Oh yeah, it wasn't a command.
I still engaged in
Oh.
combat that round
With who?
with the lad who was attacking my friends,
Okay.
which does make it kind of.
Yeah,
fun.
just keep it. Just
Yeah.
keep it. I don't
Alright.
feel like punishing you guys. It's been a week.
I'm
Okay.
feeling punished enough.
If it's a different, bigger encounter, I'll. Be
I mean, I could have raged again on my bonus action
Yeah.
last turn, so
yes, it's fine. All right,
I'm feeling punished in different ways. Don't worry.
Tyrion.
oh,
It is your
something
turn.
About
As you see
All
this
that?
kudish
No.
fireball explode off
Nope.
this roof of
Oh,
the
here.
forest,
oh okay.
as you're following this trail that was dragged from the Bolette, or whatever you want to call it. What is it called again?
Bullet.
Bolette.
Bullet.
I like calling them Salade and Bolette because it's fun. I like these guys.
Barrette.
It's a Fey Wild accent.
Yeah.
Don't be racist.
Anyway, so here we are.
Bullet.
I mean, I'm running.
Right. So first, I was trying to say, first you see the fireball, and then also you see just going forward after the top of the roof got blown off, just a sheet of ice gets shot forward as well. So I'd say Tyrion's pretty startled by seeing all this magical attacks coming out of nowhere. So now you can go ahead and take your turn.
So I run 30 feet.
Okay.
Although I think you said this was.
Way over there.
Is the trail difficult terrain?
Yeah.
I thought you said something about
Yeah.
that last time.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Yes, because it's thicket. It's a lot of bushes. But then, oh, wait. But if you're following the path, that bullet. Why is it so different? I want to say bullet, but it's
Bullet.
bullet. But the bullet would have knocked it all clear.
So
So if you're just
Okay.
following that, then you're fine. No, I'll give it
Okay.
back. I'll give it back.
Oh shoot. So
he
I'm
giveth
already
it, he
there.
taketh
Yeah.
away.
Can I see anything inside the house at this point, or was
No,
it
only the roof was blown off, and everything else seems very rough. Because he did it like straight down, like a fist, so then it would go back up in this magical scenario in the Fey Wilds.
Okay.
And it makes it more fun this way.
How do physics work?
That like the house just goes, and the whole roof just got blasted, and the walls are.
It's a shockwave.
Is there,
It's
is there any
animated.
shards of the roof falling down?
Yeah, but like they're not enough to damage you or skew your sight. It's just
Right.
going everywhere right now.
It's anime, dude.
Yeah.
Can I,
I'm not
see,
feeling the
I'm
walls
not quite
going down.
at the house yet, right?
No, you're just around the side, so the path is leading around the back. The bullet is you can see on the overhand. Oh, you can see both views. That's where the bullet was dragged. I'm gonna keep calling you that. So
Oh, okay.
that's
fine.
I don't care.
So I can see the fence because there was a gate that they closed.
Yes, you can clearly see the fence back there, and you can tell that there's fighting going on inside this area. It would be rough terrain if you want to get in the front door this way. It would have took you this way, but otherwise, there's all the back door and then that door.
Oh, Reed, your mic is right in the way of your webcam.
It is.
Thank you.
You could have told him that.
Well, I thought I was just looking at it wrong.
I'll
It's
use
been a
my
long day.
action
Leave me
to
alone.
dash and try to run to the door.
Back door or front door?
The front door.
Okay. Front door's here, just so you know.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Oh.
So then, if you're gonna dash, you can take 30 feet more movement, right? That's gonna be through rough terrain. So 5, 10, 15. You're gonna be just about there to the front door. You're like on the steps going up, and I don't have the steps out, so oh well.
And that's it for actually. Is there like a window I can see in at the moment?
I'd say on that side, yeah. And you'd see the back of a tattered cloak in the background right now, just against the window. So you can't really see through, but you just see basically a you can tell it's a cloak in textured shape and clothing, but that's
And
what's
it doesn't
blocking
look
the
like
window.
an ally.
Definitely not. No, you wouldn't know.
Okay. I am going to use a bonus action.
No.
Use a bonus action.
So you took your
Or no,
yeah.
I'm going to use
your action.
Quickened it. I'm going to use 2 sorcery points
Okay.
to use a spell as a bonus action.
Yep. Yep.
And I'm going to cast. Ooh, what's a good thing?
I don't know.
What's a good thing?
I see this thing. I'm just gonna be like, ah, and let's do an Agnazar's Scorcher at 3rd level.
There's a material component to that.
A red dragon. I pull out a red dragon's. No, it's not it's not a money component.
Ah, that's right. You have the thing. You have the
My
thing.
arcane focus.
All right. Because those
So
don't
I
exist.
thrust my hand-
That's why I wanted to say fuck you, because I know those don't exist when I read it in this world. It doesn't have a red dragon scale, because they're not real. But yes. Okay.
I thrust my hand forward,
Yep.
And a line of fire 30 feet long, 5 feet wide just shoots in that direction.
Does it stay going, or is it just normal fire? Just
My understanding is it's just like a full line.
Okay.
Just in that direction. So I imagine
they
it would
attack.
like wrap around whatever object is there, not really hitting things next to it, but
in front of it, in a 30 foot straight line.
yeah.
Orhana,
Dexterity saving throws.
make a dexterity saving throw. Yep.
Alrighty.
It's gonna come just short of Tony's. You can.
Phew!
Yep.
Don't want to get
I don't
singed.
know. Do you think this is considered magic?
Yes.
Yeah.
What kind of magic, though?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't say.
It does matter.
No.
I need a definition for it. Magic resistant, magic what? What does it say?
I just always have advantage against magic.
No. It's not. It's a dex save, so you wouldn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
It would just be on those 3
I
saves.
think I also have that ring still, though.
Because magic would be like charmed abilities, like all that other stuff. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm pretty sure with gnomes that racial ability is more for like old person type
Yes.
magics.
Yes.
Not
Okay.
Like charm.
Whatever.
What's your spellcasting DC?
So I got a
Save.
6.
You got a 6? You
I
don't
got a
save? What do you got?
16.
16. And it's a dex. Dex
Correct.
on the Oni. That's a natural 14 plus dex. Oh, fucking 0.
Get
fail.
wrecked! Oh!
Nerd! Go ahead and roll.
That is
Kills Orhana.
20 fire damage, ignores fire resistance.
Kills Orhana. Imagine.
You're looking, Orhana.
Little sore.
A little sore.
Little sore.
Sore.
All right. You said how much? 26?
That's nice. Some of us are looking a lot more than just sore.
But it ignores resistance.
I'm in
Yeah,
there
yeah,
too.
I got you.
Sam.
It looks
We're all-
fine.
we're all
It hits the
hurt.
back, and you can see the cloak disintegrate from the fire and the heat of it as it blows around. And Orhana, who just got frozen, just the heat comes and melts all the ice off her, and you just see her suntanned, but in pain. Okay,
Sounds about right.
Tyrion, that ends your turn. Tellius. Oh no, Orhana first, then Tellius.
Woohoo.
Neat.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna shoot the big guy.
Okay, go for it.
Can I borrow a d20?
Just take it.
You don't have to ask.
Hey,
That is kind. That is nice.
being nice.
Yep.
Let's see. So, one of them is a natural 2, so that one
Nope.
doesn't hit.
Nope.
The other ones are. What is my.
It's plus 10 if you're using
It's
longer.
10? Cool, so that is a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool. One of those was my beguiling arrow.
Okay.
So a creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 psychic damage
Okay.
and is charmed by one of your allies within 30 feet of the target. If it fails a wisdom saving throw at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, until the start of your next turn.
All right.
Good, that makes way more sense than what I read.
You're like, what the fuck?
Okay, so it has magic
weird
resistance, so it has advantage on saving throws against that. So what's the DC on that?
15.
15.
Yes.
And it's a wisdom?
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Oh, no, I rolled like shit.
Get
15, you
wrecked.
said? Wisdom?
Yep.
fails.
Haha, it's
With
charmed by
advantage.
Charnuke.
Yeah. Alright.
With my muscles.
Because that is the only option.
rippling and crisp.
He's charmed. Like, he doesn't get a thing. Because it's just going to be a pain to get it on there.
Oh, I
Alright,
got you.
so let's
Oh, I
see.
don't. It's too far away.
Is there a visible change in
You
his
can use
demeanor?
What's
Is
that?
Is there a visible change in his demeanor?
You'll
Yes,
find out.
absolutely.
He's entangled.
I'm just asking.
So the arrow shoots out.
Gotta make
right?
sure I find out.
So you do 25 with the arrow to hit.
Yeah, so I have to
Is
roll
he
the
charmed
damage.
or
Yeah,
Yep.
intoxicated by
damage.
Charnook?
Why can't I ever find...
The arrow comes off and it just
I need
gets
2d8.
into him. You can see him
I
being.
need
Ah,
38. That's 2 arrows, right?
I'm just. God is
Oh, for
hungry.
the.
He's looking at Charnook and just being
God
like,
is hungry.
why would I eat that? I wouldn't want to eat that. Looks over to Tullius. That's what I want to eat.
Hello.
Okay, so I think it makes a difference for you if it's like normal piercing
shit.
versus psychic.
Or
Or does
not on
it
this
not
guy.
matter?
Not on this guy. Nope.
Okay, cool. Then I did 9, 11,
Oh hey,
13 points of damage.
Okay.
For that
It's
one.
looking rough.
I lost concentration on
No, this
confusion.
is
by the way,
Okay.
one arrow. This
Oh,
is
wait.
no,
second
wait.
arrow.
How would that happen?
I took damage from the
He missed his bite attack.
no the cone of cold,
One arrow.
Oh,
I only
yes.
do 1d.
Okay.
and I rolled a 2. And
Oh, I'm sorry. There's actually an additional 8 damage that I forgot to add into there.
4.
That's
the arrow.
just the
Okay.
what are you gonna do?
normal getting shot with an arrow damage.
Cool, cool, cool. 2.
It is what it is.
That's what I figured. I thought it was the with
Yeah.
the special arrow. 2, 5. Okay, he's looking real rough. As the arrow goes in, part of it is like just as it's in there, and he looks charmed at you, and he still has his big form, and then all of a sudden you just see a bit of his muscle just like fall out. It just moves down in his skin. You can just see this some blood bubbling up in his mouth, this black blood in his mouth. You see it. It's not looking good.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's not healthy.
Tullius. And it's charmed. It's charmed for. Can I? hear the
Until
charm
my
for-
next turn.
Right, but what does it do again?
It's
charm
charmed
effect.
by Zach. Nope.
So it
Charnuke.
can't. So it can't attack Charnook is the idea.
Yep.
Okay.
I think
Aggressive.
so.
It, it regards me as friendly.
Yes, that's what I
Until
was
I
looking for.
clobber it on the head in my next turn.
All right. Cool. All right.
Oh, this effect ends early if the ally attacks the charmed target. Deals damage to it or forces it to make a saving throw.
Right.
Okay. Tullius,
Just so you know.
your turn.
Didn't read that part.
No,
No, it's good. It's good for me. I
That's
didn't
a
know
chance,
that, so that's good.
So.
And
Tullius.
the opposite applies. If any of us attack him, he would lose charm.
Who?
To be fair. If
Charnuke?
any of our team attack, just like
That's
I think
what she was
that's what she just
saying.
said. I think.
She wasn't actually
Okay.
talking about the other guys.
Okay.
During his hesitation, you see the other female Oni being like, "What are you doing? Murder!" And you can see him just like falling apart.
Could I?
Do it. Follow your heart.
Would I recall how far we traveled to drag this thing here?
Sure. Not exactly, but you have a guesstimate. You can make an intelligence check without
that.
losing an action or anything.
Thank you. Natural 20. So I guess I would. Know.
You have a very good idea of how far away it is. Yes, to almost the millimeter. But
Okay, and how far would that be?
from where you guys went, you
Could've
walked
been
for
a
about
fourth level
5
smite.
minutes. I'd say it's probably 100 yards is a football field, so that's 300 feet. Probably around 450. So 450 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna dimension
Tyrion was
door.
running for a while you guys were fighting.
It's fine.
earlier.
I'm gonna dimension door.
Okay.
450 feet
Yep.
towards, like, to the exact spot that we were before.
As you dimension door there, you can see maybe 40 feet in front of the location is the angel, and you just see Zeph looking up, and it with his hood up and everything at it. And Iris going through his notes right now, being like, "This is fascinating." Actually, he's probably sketching it out. Would be what he would be doing.
Yeah, I would be sketching it.
Hello, lads.
Hi.
We need help.
What? What's going on?
Big fight going on over there. That'll probably just end my turn. 6
Yep.
seconds enough. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Bonus action healing word.
Okay.
I'm so
Fine.
hurt.
So,
I'm gonna heal myself.
Tullius is off the board.
Heal yourself.
I'm gonna cast that at third.
Oh, man.
Actually, I can't do that. I lied to you. I'm not gonna do that because I can't do that.
You can't
I'm gonna. No, I can't heal myself. So I'm
Okay.
just gonna sit here and be like, I'm just gonna say that, and nothing's gonna come out. I'm just gonna be like, everything hurts.
I didn't lay on hands.
Another one. Right, but what if I did it again?
Well, the
That was a handy nat
female
20.
Oni
That was a handy nat 20.
is going to go up to Orhana and multi-attack. He's gonna make 2 attacks with this glaive as it comes down. It's like, I like them small, and gonna try and cut you up.
Alright, there's not much meat on me.
Make a history
that's
check.
Some messed up.
Make a history check.
Of how much meat there is on you.
No, he doesn't.
I do mean you. I'm serious.
There's actually a magically
literally-
large amount of meat on gnomes.
A comically large amount of meat on gnomes. It's very strange.
It's like the tent in Harry Potter
No,
when you go
just make a
inside it,
history
it's way bigger.
No.
It's the same thing with meat.
Just make a
on
history
gnome.
check.
That is natural 19.
Kind of messed up.
Natural 19.
Yeah.
You have absolutely heard stories of Onis, and it's rumors they were stories told to children to get them to go to bed and to not misbehave. You know, scary stories to get your kids to behave and be in line. That's in the D&D world. And typically the diet of Onis are children. That's what they would eat. So that's why it makes sense to you. Okay, so that is a 19 to hit.
She does like them small.
Does 19 hit? And then a 16 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah?
16?
How do we play? Okay. My armor class is 16.
Yeah,
I
so
couldn't
that's what
remember.
it
How do we play this game?
Should I roll initiative now?
You in a moment. You and him are gonna roll initiative at the top of the
I
alphabet.
don't frequently get attacked.
Yeah, unlike some of us.
I don't know.
Stop killing me, please. Oh my god, add numbers, read. 16 points of slashing from the first carve against you.
Okay.
And then 6. And then 10 points of slashing as it comes back with the glaive. I've seen wide eyes. How you feeling?
A little more sore.
Oh god.
Kidding me? as the glaive
You're a liar.
has cut through Orhana, just streaks of blood are going onto the ground and painting the floor right now as Orhana is breathing heavily and being like, just a little sore, Charnook.
Yep.
The other Oni
Actually, I can Spirit Shield to reduce that by 2d6.
is within the range.
Yes, 30
How
feet.
far? 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay.
It's
Stickler
3d6 now
read.
because I leveled up.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like
This is where
Stickler
we are
read.
now.
I like
Not-
Stickler
I'm
read.
not accepting things anymore
reduce
being
that
at
by
your
10.
word.
I like Stickler read.
All
I'm
right.
gonna pretend that you healed me for 10
Makes
minutes.
combat a little
That's-
more intense.
It's the same thing.
Why you think I left?
So what
Roll
happened? now?
back, right?
Reduced it by 10.
10? Okay. So you 10 damage there. Is it for how's it working out exactly?
So, Spirit Shield.
Yes.
Just, you know,
Wake it up, the
if
other
I'm
one.
if I'm raging another creature,
Yep.
I can see within 30 feet of me takes
Yep.
damage. I can use my reaction to reduce it by 3d6.
36. Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right. So then the other one is
Spirits get downing Mr. President to her.
Unfortunately for you, since it's the same distance, you're not surprised, but all of a sudden you feel sink, sink, sink at your back as it loses invincibility.
Invincibility.
Invisibility.
I was gonna say, whoa,
Against
we're
you
fucked.
with its glaive. That is a 20. It hits. I know it does 28, and then an 18 against you.
Why
Okay.
is your armor class so low?
Because I'm a barbarian.
Barbarians don't
Barbarian
get
life.
armor, dude. They
Uh,
just have lots of health.
If you give yourself
9
enough
points of
dex and
slashing, half.
constitution,
5.
9 half.
So that's 4.
Yep, and it's 10 points
Barbarians need
half.
so many things.
5.
yeah,
Okay.
not intelligence.
So,
Felt
wait,
that,
you
felt
were
that.
being flanked. Yeah, because it can
Or
get into
charisma.
flanking with you, so then it would get advantage on its attack, right?
Yeah, just check for crits.
Well, let me see if he crits you.
Wow, rude.
Still with it. All right. That's Oni. Oh, and both of them, you see again. Any damage you're doing to them is coming back, and they're feeling much better about themselves.
Even the one whose guts are on the floor.
Which guts?
That's the
Not
salad.
him. That's the salad.
That's the salad.
That's the salad.
The salad.
The gray salad. Anyway, so
That's
then
what I
that
wish
would
were
bring
the sad lad.
the top of the lineup. I need you to roll initiative, Ulyrus, and I need Zeph to roll initiative.
All right, let's do this.
I probably shouldn't eat gray salad.
Salad.
I wonder if that's my guy Pete.
Oh, I get advantage.
Pete Za.
Ooh,
Pizza.
What you got?
better. 17.
Wow, that's what Zeph had too.
I get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
my guy Pete.
All right.
Pete Za.
So top of the lineup is Charnook's turn.
Wow, it's my turn again already. I haven't
Yep.
thought about this very much. No, my friends have abandoned me.
Well, one
Or
friend
Han-
abandoned you.
or-
One's about is just bleeding everywhere.
Orhana is bleeding everywhere.
Yes.
But this
You're
slad
bleeding
is
everywhere
not.
Too, sir.
There's a slad in
yeah.
the doorway right now, like. But he is charmed, right? He is charmed, so
Yeah.
he's not aggressive against you, but he's still blocking the door.
Right.
And
So-
and Oni appeared behind you.
Nothing personal, kid.
Do a backflip.
Do a barrel.
Well, he
And
goes to do a backflip. We just take the clay through his spine and push him up to the ceiling.
where are the exits on this building?
There's one that he's blocking, and there's one that she is blocking. Not completely on one. She's only blocking Orhana from leaving, but you can get out the other side.
Right.
If you made a beeline for it, which would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet would get you to the door.
Right. And then I could, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sprint towards the door by the where we came in.
Okay, thank you. We'll be up in a moment.
Thanks for telling me about Pete.
They're both going to get attack opportunities against you.
Pete
Even the
who?
one that's charmed.
No,
by
you're
me.
right. No, he won't attack you because he's charmed. So here we go. The owner will attack you with his glaive. It does not count. 25.
Yep.
So that's going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Whoa.
not rolling well on that. 9 points of slashing
Right.
produced as it cuts into you.
And I would like to
Right on Charnook's back, a nice brand new scar is going to be ripped up.
break through the door.
Are you using? Did you just say your? What's it to double your
Dashing.
speed? Dashing, yes. You have to dash if you're gonna do it.
I can do that.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get to the door.
I thought you had 40 movement.
Through the door.
He
Oh, does he have
does.
40? You have 40?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had 30. No, you can get through the door.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The door just. Give me a strength check just to open it, because it's locked.
That's a 21.
You're gonna burst through this door, and the house has been magic attacks have been breaking through it. And as you burst through the door, you see Tyrion right next to you, who just shot fire through a window. He burst through. You have still some frost on you.
Frog people, ghost people. It's not good, man.
Tyrion looks towards Charnook, confused.
And I will turn and shoot at the man who carved into my back with my bow. It was my
Oh, you
move.
didn't have to hit.
Yep.
Yep, go ahead.
On
Yep. Because you didn't use an action yet.
okay.
Because you didn't have
Didn't
to use
use
it
a
because you have
dash.
40 feet of movement.
Well, does that count? Or not? I don't think it does.
Just roll.
Well, it's probably not going to hit. It is a 8.
No.
Yeah.
as you turn,
Not
as you pull the arrow back and go to shoot,
my tendon rips in my chest.
Well, where you just got slashed, as the arrow is released, you can't pull it as far back as you're used to because you have such a strong longbow, and you just feel it, like, don't get as far back, and because of that, you move your hand just so slightly up and into the wall.
And then I fire again with my second attack that I have with my actions. Yeah.
You get 2 attacks.
I get 2 attacks per
barbarians.
action.
Okay.
Yep. And it's a natural 20.
Okay,
That's
sure.
nice. I like that.
So that goes back. You take out another arrow this time. Raging.
Nice.
Nostrils flare. You pull it back to its full length and release this time.
6 damage.
6?
6. I rolled a 1 on the d8.
Jesus Christ. As the arrow going right towards its neck just dies a little bit. And hits him right in the sternum and
The clavicle.
didn't do as much. No, man. So it does 6 points of damage.
And then I'll flip him off.
You get that for free, sure.
Bitch.
But you're still holding your. I guess with this hand, you're like. in bird speak, that is the ultimate disrespect.
In bird culture,
Yeah, that's what it is. Bird culture. I forgot.
believe that makes you a dick. That's considered a dick move.
Yes, there are. Okay. So that ends Charnuk's turn. So it is now the Salad's turn, Zeph, and Eulyrus. What's your dex?
My dex.
Probably.
It's not surprisingly great.
+2.
Let's go see what Zeph's.
Yeah, it's surprisingly not great.
You're a rogue. What are you doing?
What?
He's the smartest rogue of the land.
I don't know. I did some weird stuff.
No, it's cool.
Salah!
The sad lad.
Salah! See, that's why it's better to call him Salat. I don't give a shit about your 5e world.
Sad
Fun. This is like with the guy.
can just keep going,
Guys,
yes.
stop running from him. You're making him a sad
Zeph goes
lad.
first. Whoa!
I'm hungry.
Everyone's playing correctly right now. Alright, so this is going to be his turn.
Yeah.
As he heals a little bit, he heals, but he's still looking awful.
The sad lad?
Yeah, as all the blood is just poured out of him, he's just like. He doesn't go first though. Zeph does first, so Zeph looks to you. Danger?
Yeah. Follow the trucks.
He's gonna use his movement dash and go and.
He gets a cunning action dash too, because he's part rogue, right?
Oh
If he's got at least 2 levels in rogue, he gets a cunning action dash as well.
Oh yeah.
How fast is it? 90 feet. So we'll get 90. No, it's like with everything. With everything.
Yeah,
30
I was like,
30
we were all like,
Eri
Nani?
is here.
Oh god.
30. So I'll say where's Shalmir? 30. Oh, he's still nowhere close on the map because you're 450 feet away.
Yeah, it's a bit.
He's a while away.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll just try and make a note of that. 90 feet. He sprints off in that direction. Okay. Then you Irish who sees Zeph sprints.
How far? 450?
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
Charnuk also just back to like when he came out is just iced over, blood dripping, carved everywhere, just to set that scene even better as the door bursts open and you just look over to see Charnuk just war torn, being like,
My body is a very confusing temperature right now.
alright, so go ahead, you Iris.
I'm gonna do something interesting. How far off the ground is the angel hovering?
A few feet. Maybe like 5 feet.
A few feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tie a rope to the foot of the angel?
You can try.
And try and tie the other end to like a dagger
Okay.
and have the dagger in the ground a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you can try.
He's gonna put a leash on him.
You can try. You're trying to track where he's going.
I'm trying to have, if
okay.
the angel moves,
Yeah, he's
the
gonna draw a
knife
line.
gets dragged and
Sure.
we'll be able to
see what
follow
you're
a
trying to do.
line.
Isn't it like a really bright too?
What? Yeah.
I don't know how long this is going to take.
I was just
fair.
double checking.
So what do I need to do this?
I think it's gonna be intelligence.
You're so smart.
Intelligence, you say?
Yeah, but I got to roll good.
If it's a check, you get like crazy high. Or if it's no, I wouldn't be saying. Never mind.
It would have to be like investigation or something.
No, I just think this is a straight intelligence check.
Just be smart.
That would make the most sense to me. You're trying
Yeah,
to
you're
create something very creative to track a creature. It would make sense you would have to use your intelligence to
Okay.
make this little device. It's not a device per se, it's normal.
Okay,
But it's still
it's not bad. It's not
a
bad.
device you're making.
16.
A 16. You're gonna take some time to do
That's
this,
fine.
especially as you're doing it. You don't have to roll for this. As soon as you start tying it on his feet, its hand just gives you a smack in the face and stuff. He's totally ignoring you, but it's like, fly, please stop it. But you're persistent, and he doesn't really seem bothered by it too much. Besides just your being in his presence annoys him. So as you tie it down and put it there, I'll say that's your action. It's
Okay,
doing
yeah.
all right. We'll see.
I was
how
assuming
far-
that was going to take a whole action anyway.
Yeah, we'll see how well it works. But you digged it in the ground, and the little bit he's going, you're seeing a little bit. And it's coming up a little. It's going back down a little. So you'll just see.
It seems like it's working.
We'll see.
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay. Well, if that was my action, I'd like to take my movement and a bonus dash
Okay, you do that and that.
to run towards that.
Can I use my reaction to say wait?
Sure.
Wait!
Use your reaction.
I'll take you with me.
Right.
As Zeph is just sprinting.
Thank you,
Just
DM.
way gone. Yeah.
Thank you, DM.
Okay. So you
I didn't know how many of those you had.
It's fine.
So as Elira starts sprinting away, Tullius is like, no. I can just bamf you over there. And he's like,
Oh.
he's slow, he's completely
okay.
cuts down his pace.
So if he stops me, do I have a bonus action back?
Yeah.
Let's just use the bonus action to like make sure everything's good with the angel. And I'll set.
That's hilarious.
We'll see. Okay, so that's that.
Make sure it's all
it is now-
okay. We're good.
Gray Salad's turn.
I thought you were gonna say Sama, dude. I was really ready for it to go there.
Gray Salami.
Sama.
Gray Salami.
Yep.
Well, he's looking pretty rough, and you see him. He looks over at everybody. Sees the other one pretty beat up. Looks over to the Oni. He's feeling real slow
Oh my
right now. He's
God.
not doing well.
He's so unhappy.
He looks over to the other, touches
You
the
might
Oni.
say he is a sad lad.
You get to play Tellius for the rest of the night. There it is.
It's you.
Give me your character.
Yeah, here. We'll just.
And it plane shifts out.
What? Back to limbo.
All right.
Goes away. So plane shifted away.
See ya.
But where?
to a different plane, obviously.
But what plane?
Maybe no clone
No,
check.
we wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know
Make an Arcana check.
I'm not even there.
Shit.
Yeah,
that.
right.
No one's
I-
there. Literally, no one's there to make that check except the
Orhana.
bleeding out Orhana.
I was not there.
Who clearly is paying the most
I was
attention
not
to
even
that.
close
Yeah,
to
as her
being
guts, and she's just like, please go back in. Please go back in.
Oh my god.
It is now Tyrion's turn.
Help me out, man.
You can hear little gnome screams inside there. Stifled.
How close am I to this person through the window?
5 feet.
Okay.
I mean, you're like 10
Past
feet.
it, can I see like anybody else in the room?
No, it's too
Like,
large.
Do I just see him?
Remember again, you were looking
Yeah.
through the window. It's covering the whole window. You could take a few steps, so it'd be 5 feet and then to your right, and then 5 feet forward, and you'd be inside the front door of this house.
I will do that.
So that burns just 10 feet.
I see the
Also
tool.
levitating.
You can now see Orhana bleeding and holding herself right now, bow in hand. Her blood's all on the floor. You can see 2 Onis inside this room, or make an Arcana check to see if Tyrion recognizes them. Free of charge. 9. You've read about weird things like this, but name's not coming to Tyrion's head. But he knows they're bad. They got glaives.
A brand.
I am going to
Glaives equals evil. I'll
clap
keep
my
that in
hands
mind.
together
Glaives and friend cut.
cast a 3rd level hold person,
On.
so I can hit both of them with that.
Oh, cool. Sure.
Nice.
They have magic resistance, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that would have been Salad.
No
Nope.
wisdom save.
Yeah, they're just normal.
Ah, that's so cool.
Yep, no, you're good.
Are they
Wisdom
humanoid?
16.
They're not. They're large giant. That's what it says on their sheet.
Oh,
So does that fail because it doesn't say humanoid on their monster card?
Might. I don't know. Here's the
Does it say something else?
Nope. It just says large giant, lawful evil.
Let me check.
That's why I was checking
it
earlier.
has-
It wasn't humanoid.
It's got to have something. So
Yeah, it's
we
large.
can't just go off the fact that it doesn't have anything there.
No, it does. Large giant is what
giant
it says.
is
No humanoid.
okay.
I looked up
I
the
missed that.
humanoid
Or
list
giants.
and I looked over O, and Onis weren't under it.
I don't think so.
So I don't
They're
think it's
giants.
considered humanoid. Our Arcana check would have came in helpful, because then you would have recognized that.
yeah, the spell fizzles.
There we are. Tyrion, not able to recall what these creatures are, recognizing them as humanoid. They have body parts, legs, and arms like everything else. Tries to hold persons and just sees nothing happen.
Wait, they're giants? How big are
They're big. Onis
Yeah,
are
they're
big.
pretty tall.
Do you remember Lorenzo?
they? Yeah.
He was bigger than everybody. So yeah, you have 2 Lorenzos right now.
Shit.
Except that I think Lorenzo.
They were a lot lower level than us.
Yeah. Oh, that's true too. Okay. So what else? That's your action. You're in only 10 feet of your movement.
I'm gonna back up out the door.
How far? Oh shit! Excuse me. Well, that would have been rough terrain to get around Chernuk because he's standing in the door. So you have 15 feet left, or you've used 15 feet.
So yeah, I'll just back up.
Okay.
As far because it probably
Jump
be
into my
another 15
arms,
to
friend.
get
Yeah, another 15. So do you want to go straight
Don't
back
mind
to
my
where you were
blood.
between the window?
Straight back.
Straight back. Okay. Cool. You just go back down the steps, pushing past Chernuk. Okay.
Did it work?
Nope.
Damn it!
It is now Tellius' turn, or Orhana's first time. Orhana then Tellius.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. You do you. You play whatever game you want to play. Don't let anybody else tell you how to play this game.
It's fine.
Stop metagaming.
It is on brand for Orhana. You get 3.
I know. I only had 2 d20s, okay?
Oh, here you go.
Sir, my lord, haven't even seen you all day. Getting this kind of sass. This was,
Yeah.
no, this was right, actually. This was, okay.
Yep.
So we got here a 15,
Okay.
a 19,
Okay.
and a 28.
19, 28 hit. 2 attacks hit.
Okay. Then I want 1 attack to hit each of them.
Okay.
And they'll just be normal arrows, that's fine.
Okay. I'll let that go. Like, call out which ones you're doing for those rolls, too, just so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Future when keeping track, but that's totally fine.
Oh yeah. Right.
Because then you do the after the fact, like, oh, those rolls weren't good. Oh, well, I'll do the only good roll towards the one I really wanted.
Yeah. So one person takes 7 points of damage,
Okay.
and the other person takes 5 points of damage.
All right. The arrow across the room hits into and just like and goes off a little bit, getting a nice slash in there, but they're looking really fine from the beginning of this battle. The other one, on the other hand, is starting to look a little rough. They're starting to show some wear and tear. And that's 7, so then that would be that number. Okay. Okay.
So what I think I'm gonna do with my movement
Yes.
is run and hide under the table.
Okay, she'll get an attack of opportunity against you because she's been in melee with you.
Whatever, man. Come at me.
Ooh, that's only a 9, so no,
Haha.
that won't hit you.
Phew.
So you're gonna go 5, 10 is shh. The glaive comes over your head, but you're too quick for her. And you're gonna go under here.
Yeah.
Okay, you're under for there.
Can I see her?
Alrighty.
Make a perception check to see if you see her dive under the table. That was the most roughest 20 ever. I totally saw it was like whoop. I was like something out of the bowling alley there where it does those silly animations. All right. Yeah.
Went
So
out of the lane, then back
you
in.
clearly see, and there's a big streak of blood trailing right behind her. So you know where she's at right now.
That's so good.
Everyone can tell where I
Yeah.
am.
Natural 20 on a hide would do nothing right now. Okay, so that is now Tellius' turn.
You ready?
I guess so.
Door opens and you guys.
And we will teleport, if I can recall correctly. I would not like to be in range of her. I'd like to recall the trail.
Yep.
Right.
You can go the trail there, here. Just put it down.
Yeah, just
Actually, you can place yourself here.
Wow.
say like this.
You never went that way though. You would be guessing that.
We went.
Yeah, we
No, you
came-
went around the back. See where the bullet is?
Oh,
In.
that's
See the
that's
bullet?
the back.
See the cage? Yes.
Then,
Perfect. Yep.
all right, we made it. Right through that door.
It's almost
Alright.
instantaneous, and you feel this sensation of like it's pretty warm in the Fey Wilds, and I just feel this this neutral sensation as you dimension door, and just like it wasn't cold, it wasn't hot. I was like, it's just enough
Just
for you to
existed.
be like, as you guys come into reality.
All right. So I got to make some few extra preparations here. So I'll be in the center.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Is that it then? It's the Oni's turns. They are going to come to Orana. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. Oh, shit. They're gonna come underneath those eyes start glowing red as they're coming underneath, and this evil smile comes with all these messed up teeth, and you can see they're all yellow and rotted, and they go, at least we get some dinner.
We're gonna eat her.
They're gonna try.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, they
going
both,
to attack her with nom nom.
Yeah.
Unarmed strikes.
Does she get cover for being under the table?
To swing at her with
Not
a
if they
blade.
came all the way right up to her.
Yeah, they have plenty of movement now.
That's okay.
Uh,
Maybe if they're at ranged, but they went.
Is
right
the
up to
table
her.
a mimic?
the
table eats the Oni.
I think that would be worse.
No, it just eats them instead of her.
I don't think so.
Alright. They're gonna multi-attack you.
I understand.
Yep, that's gonna be 4 attacks against her.
Oh shit.
Oh! 11,
Does not.
12,
Nope.
13.
Nope.
You gotta be fucking me.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
No. And then this one's definitely hitting 19, and that would be 26.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, that one hits.
So.
Ah! Ah! As they're cutting down at you, and these glaives are coming through the table on the
I
top,
think
like,
I'm taller than I actually am.
and they're just putting these glaives. You're dodging through like Lost World Stegosaurus coming through the back of that the log that they're in.
Yeah.
There's about a trillion other movies that had that thing going on.
It was like, out of all the choices, that was an interesting one.
16 points of slashing damage.
I'm going to Spirit
Alright.
Shield
You're-
and
you can't
reduce that.
Oh, whoa! You saw her go under. You
I
don't
asked-
have a
I
line of
specifically-
contact. You didn't ask
can't-
that. You said, "Did you see
I
her?"
asked if I could see her.
You saw her go under.
You said you knew where she was because of the blood, not yours.
Yeah. You need a line of sight on that.
Can I lean slightly over?
No!
Well,
How are you gonna see
How
this?
is the table structured so that the ends are solid, or
Yeah,
are they legs?
Exactly. They're like there. Exactly like it is.
Okay.
So they're solid, and then underneath,
All
and
right,
there's a
I'm just
third one
trying
in the middle.
trying to play my
I know,
role here.
I know you're trying. I think it's a
It's
stretch.
okay.
That's why your DM's reacting. It's all right.
16.
Yes, 16 points of slashing.
Alrighty.
Are you unconscious?
Yes, I am.
Juana, as she's dodging and dodging, one finally comes and hits her right in the back, and it cleaves into her spine a bit, and she collapses. She is unconscious.
Under a table.
And you hear it come out, and the other ones, told you I'd get you dinner. All right.
Squad's
ends
about
their
to
turn.
roll up and end your career.
It is now Charnook's turn.
I am going to roll up and end their careers.
Okay.
I'm going to run up.
5, 10, which one? This one or this one?
Is there a way I can position myself so that I can get them both within 5 feet? Like, if I stand on this table, will it break?
Probably.
We can check. You're heavy. We can make a check for that, but that's not. Well, I guess if that's there and they're there. They're both
It's
in
like
melee
a
range.
5-foot cone right in front of me, so.
All right, let's see if the table. You want to try that? We'll see if the table crushes.
Yeah,
If the table crushes, though,
I don't know if that's worth.
that might hurt somebody and cause an auto death save.
Yeah, I know. It's probably.
Do you
not
want to
risk?
risk that to try and hit both of them?
Probably not.
Do what you
worth.
want.
It's not worth.
Play the
Okay.
game how you want to play it.
I really want to do this cleave
I thought you were
thing.
advocating for this.
What?
No, I don't.
am.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just letting them know.
No,
I'm letting them know the
I'm
reality.
not trying to kill
I'm just
people's
fucking
characters.
I'm playing my character.
Whichever
That's
one,
fine.
whichever
They're
one,
just boring anyway.
yeah, whichever one
No.
looks rougher.
Which one looks rougher? That one looks rougher.
Well, I'm gonna roll up on him and
Her.
Not great.
Her. The other one's the one that got the cleave.
and I'm going to cut her head off with my greatsword.
You're gonna try.
That is a 18 and a 24.
Both hit.
Nice.
As you go for her neck, you shink it in first, and it gets in there, and you hear the spittle like harp. As you go in, as you come back out, butterflies come out of it, and you hit it again, and very similar, a little higher pitch this time. As you take it out, a little
doing
more
it.
butterflies come out.
26.
No, get higher each
Okay.
time.
That's nice.
26, and that will put you there.
Just like a big old chop and then just keep swinging.
Just it's going like an axe in a tree right now. You made some progress, but the head's still fine on that. There's just gore coming out of this lovely sounding attack.
Beautiful.
Okay.
This is weird. Doesn't
Uh,
normally make that sound.
Yes, you are perceptive to that. All right. Zeph will go another 90 feet. He'll be at 180.
He'll be here when it's over.
Yeah.
Probably the truth,
It is now Eulyris' turn. You're
my turn?
You're right next to the door. I'm gonna say. You can.
Alright.
You don't have to waste movement to get like. You can,
I'd like-
you can open the door.
I'd like to go inside.
All right. You open the door, and
Just
5
put me
feet to
right
get
inside. Okay. What do I see?
in front of you. You see this. You see fire blast stains on the floor. You see cold blast stains around that you can clearly see magic. Fight has broken loose here. The bottom of the floor, you almost fall in. That is completely shattered through this massive hole that has been erupted in the floorboards. The ceiling is still little bits of the wood and char still falling back down on top of you. You see a table right now, both ends. There's a bunch of cuts in it where these two massive looking creatures. Give me an Arcana check. See if you can recognize these magical creatures.
Arcana or history?
Could be either. It really could be depending on what books you read. Arcana would have made more sense for Tyrion's expertise. History would probably make more sense for.
History.
Yeah, so do history for
Okay.
for Eulyris.
23.
You recognize the stories as well as Onis, and you know these were told to children to get them to go to bed. Normally, they eat little children, and adults are scared of them because if they ever encounter them, they're like, "Oh God, they're real. These are really big monsters." And you are aware that they're both magic users with the 23 in legend and lore, and that they're great fighters.
Okay.
You see
They're a
Charnook
bunch of
trying
chumps.
to cleave into a neck right now, and you just see blood all over the ground, and some of it going underneath a table, where there's a bunch of holes in the table right now, and there's a glaive that's just been removed, and blood is dripping onto the table from the other Oni right now.
Which of the Onis look worse off?
The one that Charnook is engaged with.
The one whose head I chopped off.
Yes,
Okay.
Charnook, in your head.
I would like.
You're trying, man. You're trying.
I would like to use insightful fighting,
All right, so they got to roll a what?
deception.
This might actually be good for them.
So that's a 24.
That is an 18.
Nice.
Low roll. Low
All
roll
right.
on my end. As per usual. Tonight, when we were doing Magic the Gathering, we were rolling to see who would play first. I rolled a fucking 1.
And then
First
Ryan-
thing.
And then I rolled a 1.
Yeah, that was cool. And if Justin rolled a 1, we rolled a shot or something.
Yes.
Yep.
Nobody's playing.
All right. Anyway. go
All
ahead.
right. So I get sneak attack.
Cool. It's engaged with somebody, so you would have already gotten that.
Doesn't matter.
You keep doing it.
What?
You
Well,
do
you
that
burned
a
a
lot.
bonus action for no reason, but
Yeah.
too late.
That's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I'm gonna use my crossbow.
Cool. +1 crossbow. Magical.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna look at him or her.
Yes.
Dinner's canceled.
How would you know that?
You wouldn't know that, but it's a
Oh,
good
your
line.
Arcana.
Because
yes, you
my
would.
history check.
Oh, coming in.
That's nice.
Coming in.
I like
clutch. Love it.
Is it canceled?
Dinner is
Next time.
postponed.
Yeah.
Postponed.
All right. What is it?
10.
10. Right past.
Jesus.
Oh, is it starting? More food. As Euliers comes in, the other one. Not much meat on him. Okay. It is now Tyrion's turn.
I am gonna walk up a few feet to the doorway
That's fine.
so I can see the battlefield.
Take 2. Yep.
Take 2.
Yep.
So you have to gather
I
some
am
strength.
going
Some
to
courage first.
cast 4th level Scorching Ray.
Get him.
Nope. Okay.
So that's gonna be
Fine.
5 beams.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 beams. So I'm gonna shoot 2 at the one fighting Charnu,
Okay.
and then 3 at the one that's undone.
Okay. And I'm rolling what? Is there anything that has to
It's an
damage?
attack
Nope,
roll.
it's
Oh, it's an
ranged
attack.
rolls.
Oh, okay. Good.
That's so handy.
All right. So
Good enough.
first one.
Beams.
Ooh, that's a lot. That is a 23 to
Hits. Over 20 it hits.
hit. Cool. And then I'll just do the second attack as well. Okay, that is not gonna be enough. That's gonna be a 17.
Hits.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
So I'm gonna do the 2 hits on the weaker one.
Yep.
First.
Go for it.
Kill it.
I think it might be.
All
You,
right.
you might want to use a different one.
So that is gonna be.
I have others.
19 fire damage.
Nice.
That's the one.
Alright. And then I'm gonna roll for the 3 hits
Thanks,
on
Jerome.
the other OD.
Go for it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
So that's gonna be a 13
Yep.
that hits.
No.
Oh.
I'm just
He was-
listening to you. I'm
He was
also
just
trying to look something up.
acknowledging.
Yep.
A 23
Hits.
and a 24.
Hits.
So
Got him.
one beam misses, but 2 will hit the other one.
These beautiful orange and red just explosions of fire beams come out of Tyrion's hand, impacting the Oni on the looking rough, and you can just start seeing the skin being just blasted off in chunks from the heat. It's almost like melting it something you would do if it was like molten. You just put it in and take it out, and now it just become like liquefy. He's basically liquefying chunks off this Oni.
Oh.
That's 11 damage to the less hurt one.
Okay.
Holy moly.
I got cleaner sheet. That'll be that number. Okay. Okay. It's not looking rough at all, the other one.
Ah, shit.
As those hit
We
him,
have
it
the
just
power
sort of
of
burns
friendship.
off his cloak a little bit, and his skin gets a little scorched. He's not really feeling it too much. Dude, where is combat? I'm looking for the combat chapter in the player's manual.
That is chapter 9.
Of course, it's the end of the book.
Page 190.
Yep, thank you.
He's got memorized.
I know. I was like,
Got it.
wow.
So now it
No, I just got a PDF open.
Orhana, it is make a death saving throw.
Alrighty.
Don't roll a 1.
So it's just a d20.
How many if you roll a
Yep.
1?
Alright, it's a
Lose
4.
2.
That's one death
Do you
save fail.
gain 2 if you get a natural 20?
I think so.
Yep.
If you get a natural 20, you automatically.
Oh, that's
take one
right.
and get one each.
You're right. That's right. I remember that now.
Okay, it is now Tullius' turn. Oh wait, no, there it is. Okay. Another roll. That's fantastic. Anyway.
Stuff that I got this week.
Question.
Yes.
And there's up to option.
If I
Yeah.
summon the gent,
Yeah, you can.
can I also cast a spell as a bonus action?
It's an item.
Yes, it's an item.
Just want to double check. Okay. Then I'm probably gonna do that.
Fine by me.
Alright, so I'm gonna walk in the
That's
door.
why you have it. Okay.
Walk in the door.
Yep.
And I'll
Rough
say,
terrain to get pushed past Elyrus.
That's okay. I don't think
He's a small boy.
Okay.
Let's say.
It's half rough terrain.
No, what's the summer? Is it Presto?
Yeah.
Presto. No, it's not Presto. I think it's like.
It's pesto.
Is it Pesto?
Probably.
It actually might be Pesto. That's hilarious. Whatever. And so he will hear.
Kabosh!
Hello, Kabosh.
Hello.
Could you take care of those ghastly-looking creatures there?
Kabosh! It will be done, my master.
He's a Pokemon.
Alright, and then I'll walk in a little bit here. What does the area look like right now? What do I see walking?
As you walk in the room, the arrow is sticking out of the wall where Elyrus just missed. Charnook's looking a little rough right now. Tyrion
have to
had
bring
these
that up.
beautiful light beams summon out of his hands, all happening nearly simultaneously. One Oni got hit by a little bit, but he doesn't look too damaged. The other one seems to be like its skin melting in on itself from Tyrion's attacks and looking very rough. And you just see blood all over that side near the really rough Oni, streaking underneath the table right now.
Okay, all bonus action.
Ooh. Okay.
Feel better, man. That's good. Yeah, let my turn. Actually, yeah, I'll
No,
do
I
that.
got the Dijin, so do I control it or you control it?
I control it.
Okay.
I rolled his initiative.
He's just gonna take it with you. He can go right now immediately.
Alright, I'll have him do a multi-attack on the... that one on the left.
Fine. Go ahead. He's
Okay,
+9 to hit too.
I rolled a 16 and a 19, so that's probably hit.
Yep, both those hit.
And then I rolled a 6 plus 9.
9, 15 does not hit.
Okay, cool. I don't know what his...
2d6 plus 5 slashing damage plus 1d6 lightning or thunder. Dijin's choice.
How many d6?
2d6
2d6?
Plus another for.
plus, and then 3 total d6s.
Okay.
2 are slashing, 1 is, I'd say, lightning damage.
How many attacks does he get?
It's a multi-attack.
Yeah, but there's you get 3, so you get to do it 3 times.
I get to do that 3 times, or is it?
No,
So
it's
we
3
only
attacks.
hit
You hit
twice.
twice.
That's what
so
I
you're
thought.
good.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
you're good.
okay. I thought
Because some multi attacks like
That's-
dragons,
right,
Ragnorum, they have 5,
right.
or actually the Tarrasca's 5.
Okay.
Dragons only have
So
3.
that's 10 slashing and 1 let's see,
Lightning.
thunder damage.
It's up to the Djinn,
Oh yes.
not up to
Okay.
you.
Well then.
And I said lightning.
Oh, you said
You
lightning.
did say
Yes. Then
So
1
sorry.
lightning damage.
Do you have any resistances? Nope. So you're good. So how much was it again total?
11.
11. Okay. So they are up here now. Okay. As Kabosh comes over, he goes uncurling his arms
Yes.
as he.
Did you do the second attack?
Oh, go ahead.
I was saying he got 10 healing.
Okay. And then what was about second attack damage?
It's
You hit
2d6
two-
for the one
per
swing.
attack.
Shit, oh,
So you
first
get
attack.
3
Shit,
more.
sorry.
Yep.
2 less than 2.
So
Ah.
is that
Is
5.
5?
4. Sorry, I can't math. This is why I work in a warehouse.
Jesus Christ. Oh wait, but it's plus 5. Were you adding the plus 5?
I was not.
So then there's an extra 5 to both of those, an extra 10. So that will drop into this, and then what would you roll on that 5? You said
Yes.
okay,
Sorry,
4. All right.
So it's 9 damage.
You did significant damage on that time.
Got it.
So as Kabosh floats over, his
use
arms
those.
crossed, he says, "My master has no use of you." And in this, from just
Savage.
this right here, he pulls his scimitar, and lightning comes out as he does that, all encompassing the blade, and you hear this crackle in the air as you see the Oni, who still has the glaive out, look up and just this lightning sparks all around him, the hair sticking up on end, and you see him come back down and one-handed right through him again. You just see it gets cut, and you see the blood like comes up towards the blade and pop.
Okay. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to kick them. Yeah.
All right.
You're like Kabosh do the heavy hitting for me.
We will do the female Oni, and
Very good.
she is going to.
Better.
Better.
It's yours. I can't stay here anymore. And she is going to cast invisibility and try and leave. So you can try to take an attack of opportunity against her with disadvantage because she's invisible
Okay.
for Charnook.
I'll swing it where her head was. And it's definitely not going to hit. That's a 10.
Nope, doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So she disappears and gonna use her action. You feel a gust of wind pass you, Tullius, outside. And that's that.
Curious.
The other one now, feeling pretty worried. He's going to.
You should have been worried before.
5,
then.
10, 15, 20. Get to the back, knock everything over, and be like, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
It doesn't look like an Oni.
Rude!
Oh, that's why I left the room.
No, that's not gonna good. He probably want to go. He's gonna go the other way then. 25. I guess Tyrion will get an attack of opportunity against him.
Punch him, Tyrion.
Yeah. Do you have any melee attacks?
I have my fist.
You can try punching him as
Yeah.
he walks by.
Strike.
Go if you want. It's attack of opportunity.
Do you have Warcast?
Trip him.
Do you have Warcast?
Yeah, if you have Warcaster, you can cast a spell.
I don't.
Always Warcaster.
Warcaster
Always.
resilience, my dude.
He's gonna cast Cone of Cold.
It's the only option.
I need everybody to make decks. You automatically fail.
I think I was outside,
Roll
right?
for your buddy.
I don't
What's the range on?
I think he will.
It was.
I don't know how that works.
What's that?
If
Not you. Djinn. He's hitting the Djinn. It's
So
30
I-
feet. You auto fail it. It's a 60-foot cone.
does that mean she fails another death save?
Yes. So you're gonna take a death save. I'm pretty sure.
So
Yeah,
basically,
you
you
get
have to
any
roll
damage.
higher than a 10 or she's dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
Everyone's dying.
So his is a.
We don't have any healers here.
Well,
he's
Well,
outside.
we do.
if I were given any visual cue for where Ohana were, I would have certainly given her heals and not use.
Yeah. I know why you did it, but it sucks.
His dex save is +6. Oh, it's con though, right? It's con.
It's con.
So his con is
right.
+6 as well.
Oh, I have his thing up here.
Oh,
sorry.
good.
Oh, it's a Constitution save?
Con.
I laugh at your Constitution save.
22.
Save.
14.
25.
I believe that saves. It saves. Let me look at his cold. DC 13. Yep. So everyone saves but Ohana.
She is under the table.
She's under the table. She takes a death save, but I'm curious: is taking damage on death save? Is there anything more based on the amount of damage?
Yes.
Nope.
No.
Are you
It's
sure?
only natural 20. Natural 20 is
Thought
double
if you're
fail.
like
I think-
below a certain amount.
I think
Yeah,
when you
that's what-
initially.
If it's like spell damage, if you just take damage, it doesn't matter about the amount unless it reaches that like critical double your max HP type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more a thing at lower levels.
Yeah.
Or if there's just
Big
something
butt of a
ridiculous.
spell, but-
Yeah.
But with just standard death saves.
Unless it's
22.
disintegrate.
Nicer against
22
spells.
points. 22
Melee
points.
is more deadly with death save.
Of cold damage.
Thanks to
half
the
for
heal.
everybody that's saved. So everybody.
How
So
much was it?
11 now. After the save.
Wait, so.
22 total.
So
11.
yeah, it's
cold.
damage.
You don't get anything extra for a barbarian raging.
So fun fact: Kalistar, Bear Totem Barbarians at level 3 are resistant to all types of damage when they're raising.
I know that.
That's crazy.
Charnook,
Who are?
it is your turn. The pizza is awaiting.
Who?
Let's wrap up this encounter.
I am going to carve into his
Oh, he also healed during his turn.
face. Yeah, I'm gonna pile onto him and slice him. Gonna give him a good old long chop.
All right, go for it.
2 attacks. One is a 16, the other is a natural 20.
Both hit, and you hear like a spring go off in the natural 20 as he gets into him.
I'm rolling the non-crit first. That is 7 plus 4 is 11 plus 2 because I'm raging. 13 damage on the non-crit.
Do you have
and-
brutal criticals yet?
No.
Okay.
So that is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 damage on the crit.
Nice.
I'll
It's
just
starting to look rough.
flashes of gray spiritual energy fly everywhere off of my being. It's like relentlessly carve into his chest.
It would look so graceful, except these crazy flowers and silly songs are coming out as you're cutting into it. But it does look epic.
I love this.
All right.
This is
It is now Zeph's turn. He's gonna go another 90 feet. Another 90 feet.
let's go, Zeph.
So that's what he does.
He's making his way downtown.
He's halfway there. Then it is Ulyrus's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna aim at the other guy.
What other? Oh, the other guy there.
Yeah, 'cause-
Charnook's actually obstructing you right now. He would have half cover.
I'll move. Can I move like over here?
Okay.
Would that
Start moving. Yep. 5, 10, 15. Make a perception check
okay.
to see if you can get a clear line of sight on him.
Okay, perception.
Yep.
22.
You have a clear line of sight on him, and you also notice Orhana is underneath the table, unmoving, frozen, and not breathing.
Okay. Huh. If I were to shout something, would that be a bonus action or just a free action?
Bonus action at this point.
Okay. That's fine. Do I get sneak attack just because of
He's engaged with me, so
he's
Yeah,
engaged?
he's
Yep.
engaged with you.
Okay.
You still have your action. You still have all that stuff right.
Yep. I'm just figuring stuff out.
Yeah, sure.
So, since I already have sneak attack, I will shoot my crossbow bolt
Okay,
at the Oni.
go for it.
Voice.
Much better.
I guess it's regardless.
Is it above?
It's
Hits.
natural 17
Hits.
plus 7.
Hits.
Okay.
Does it?
Dinner ends. Whatever. What was his phrase again? What'd you say?
Dinner's been cancelled.
For real. As it goes into the head. All
Yep.
right. How much?
So that's 3. Sneak attack. Okay.
Oh, nice!
Yeah.
That's above average.
16, 19, 22, 26, 29 points of damage.
Can you cunning action attack?
No. So, if I attack, what was it? If I attack with a melee attack, I believe I can use my crossbow as a bonus action, but I'm not close enough
Yeah.
to do that.
So there you go. Yep.
It's something like that.
So you have a bonus action.
So I'll just shout out, "Someone heal Ohana under the table."
Okay.
Bonus action.
Someone!
Someone
In the party!
I don't have anything.
I don't either.
I don't have
Jeez.
potions. I don't have magic. I got nothing.
Okay. So as that goes in, though, you see like it sink into the Oni's head, and you just see it like slump a little bit, almost like it's stroking. It doesn't look good at all from that sneak attack. So that will now bring up Tyrion's turn.
Alright. So how far is this guy from me? He looks like he's pretty close.
He's really close. He's like less than 10 feet. Probably give you disadvantage on a ranged spell attack right now. You'd have to like walk in and move over.
I'm gonna sidestep a little bit to give myself some space.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll put you near the fireplace a few feet.
And then I'm gonna cast a second level Scorching Ray. So that is 3 beams.
Bang, bang.
All right. Try and hit.
Cool. Okay. Oh, shit! So that's gonna be, so I have a natural 18 for 26,
Hits.
a natural 19
Hits.
for 27, and a natural 20.
Nice!
Hits.
So you melt his face off.
Do it!
See. We'll see what the damage
So
is.
let's see. I'll do the 2 regular attacks.
Yep. Go for it.
So that is 22 damage.
My damage roll had
Okay.
anything under 3.
Plus
That was a great
It
damage roll.
was awesome.
Like mine.
another 22 damage.
Okay.
That was rough.
So that's
I was like, ooh.
44. Yeah, 44 fire damage total.
Yeah. Before the crit, right?
No, that's with the crit.
Oh, with the crit. Okay.
So it was 22 for my first 2 hits.
Yep.
And then my second hit was an 11 for 22.
Okay.
Crit.
How do you want to do this?
Hey.
Nice.
The 3 beams, they just like bounce out, and it's like one hits his face, one hits his right side, one hits his leg, and he just like turns to dust.
You see, very Lorenzo-esque style. You see him reaching out again for his dinner that is right there, killed in front of him. The ash dissipates as yet another fire-wielding individual destroys another Oni.
Stomp his ashes.
So strange. What happened?
With that ends Tyrion's turn. I need you to roll a death saving throw as we end combat.
Oh,
It's your
Oh
initiative.
boy.
It's a 9.
Oh.
Okay.
So close.
So, what are you all doing?
Running in.
Knocking
Okay.
over the table.
Let's get back to this music. All right, so you guys burst in. Let's go back over to here. Oh, I gotta redo your whatever later. Okay, you guys rush in.
I knocked the table over.
Charlie lifts the table over, and there is a freezer burned Orhana bleeding out. The blood has stopped pouring out of her. She's on her side right now after getting hit by all this. Cuts and gashes all over her body, unmoving.
I'm gonna pick her up and cast Cure Wounds. And second level.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Can anyone do anything?
Try.
Why didn't it work? It should work.
It might have been too light.
Where did the other one go?
What?
Where did the other one go?
What?
There were two of them.
They're gone now, as far as I can tell.
Well, let's get out of here before she comes back.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Charnook, can you pick up Orhana?
I'll pick her up.
Are you holding her?
Are you?
Yeah, I literally picked her up to cast Cure Wounds.
we don't have time to mourn right now. We have to get back and make sure we don't lose the trail.
Alright, yeah, alright, I guess we'll just...
Maybe the angel could help.
Yeah.
I want to go over in the spot where the last Oni was. Did it drop anything?
Just ash. You fried it into dust.
Tellius, can you get her there quick?
To the angel.
Yeah.
As Kabosh comes over to you as well, and he just... They are gone, Master. Do you have any more need of me?
Why don't you just stick around for a while? You could hold her.
Yes, Master.
Thank you.
Holds her.
Alright, yeah, I guess we'll follow the tracks back to the angel. Zeph should be on his way, so we don't lose him too.
He's on his way. I was waiting to see how long this took to see whether or not Zeph got in here. All right. So you guys head back towards the angel, and that's where we're going to take a break and go eat our pizza. And
Cry.
figure out what happens next.
It's been a bad few days.
Welcome back.
Oh, it's not even been a day. It's been a shit day.
Yeah, you guys were traveling with the angel, got sidetracked with an encounter, ended up inside a house full of Onis and a salad who are trying to devour and eat you all. You were able to fight off two of them. They fled, nearing death, and one of them was caught. He couldn't flee, and he was trying to deal as much damage as possible of you. During this, Orhana died from her wounds and from no aid from her friends.
Ouch.
Not for lack of trying.
Yeah. But she is unmoving inside Kabosh's arms. As you guys come back towards the angel, you all arrive after flagging down Zeph, who's running, gets to the group, and you're like, this way. And you see him like, and you guys walk back and goes, what's wrong with the small one?
She's dead.
Do you have something to change that?
Do you?
That's why I came to this group. I want to change. Can you guys do this? I've heard rumors that you have cheated death before. Your group has.
We can't, but we might know someone who can.
Oh. You guys are back towards the angel.
You need to fix this.
Are you talking to the angel right now?
Oh, we
the
were able to
angels-
find it?
Easily. It's hardly even farther from where it was, and the knife did pop out. It worked for a little bit, hit a rock, and completely got knocked down. It was good for like 2 feet, and then it hit a rock. And it's only like 10 feet around. So that's just floating
I
right
take it
now.
all off and take the rope and the knife.
As you go for the foot again, the same almost perfect like smack of your face, being like, fly, stop. It does not respond to you.
I push him.
You go ahead and give a strength check.
I put my hands on him and lean into him and say, "Hey, you need to fix this." It's a 13.
Oh, be careful there, buddy.
It's like trying to move a mountain, and he is ignoring
I
it.
dig in my heels and lean on him and push as hard as I can.
Make a strength check with disadvantage. Because he's also moving.
16. Better.
It's a wall.
I'm stubborn.
Charnook is just pushing away at this angel right now. As it's slowly moving across.
I learned a lot.
Yep.
Great. Okay.
Tullius, make an intelligence check.
I think that's a 16. Cool.
Okay.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
15.
Whispers. I'm gonna text it to you. Or actually, I can just show you. Come here.
Is that something you would like to share with the group?
No.
Okay.
No.
We're sophisticated. We don't have to leave our seats all the time for whispers.
I think that went away.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Talisman of Timora.
Kabosh.
I haven't done anything with it.
You totally could have used that on your death saves.
No,
Oh,
not the
shit.
Oh, the
black-
talisman is gone.
Yeah, the
All the
talisman.
talismans went away during the Orlith fight.
Okay.
Because you used it too. You gave them to Ulyrus. Ulyrus had all the talismans at one point.
Yeah, he did.
Because all I knew was it said its powers were unknown. So.
Well, he used them
Yes,
all.
and that's what
They're-
the
they're
powers
gone.
were for the fight. I think it helped with stunning Orlith or something like that. It was one of the mechanics of the
He
fight.
put it in the
Yeah.
bowl, right?
Kabosh.
Yes, master, as he's holding.
Do you know anything about resurrection or anything you might know to help?
It depends, master. What is your wish?
I wish to bring Ohana back to life, really.
You only have 3 wishes, my master.
What do you mean, 3 wishes?
Every genie. Is that
Jinn.
racist? I remember that. Every genie is granting 3 wishes to his master, and you are but my master.
Are there any caveats?
I cannot guarantee it will work, but I can try to resurrect.
Could you?
Is that your wish?
I wish it.
Then
Can
let
I-
it be.
Wait,
We're beginning a ritual, a try to revive Orhana ritual right now.
didn't she have a bunch of diamonds on her?
You can check. Go make an investigation check on her corpse.
Investigation?
Mhm.
9.
He isn't pushing Orhana down, so you're just sort of trying to look up to the floating Djinn, and you're just using your hands to try and
Can you-
rummage through her stuff.
Can you give me a hand? Can you help?
Only if my master wishes it.
I will take a look.
All right, go ahead and try climbing up Charlie's back.
Okay. Investigation.
Yep.
26.
As you start poking around, you touch something, you hear, "Hey, bitch!" Take your hand off.
Familiar.
Nope.
As you're going through everything, do you have any diamonds on you?
I do.
Then
It
find 'em.
doesn't say how many gold pieces worth, but
How
I
many?
know at one point it just says I got them because all it says is diamonds.
In her other possessions.
Yeah, so like the least helpful.
you bought them. I remember in
I bought them.
you bought them and you handed them out from the old
The gem
read.
dude.
Yeah, the
I
gem
have
dude back
some.
there.
But I thought he bought them. He bought them for me.
Yes.
and gave some to me.
He did. Yeah, I
I
do. I know
I
you
gave
have
you
them.
what you wanted.
Yeah,
and then
I'm trying to
I
remember
took some
how
other
much.
random stuff from you.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that
So
now.
And you never stole any. I remember that you tried to, and you never got those.
yeah, I got like locked out of town.
So
So
let
is
me look,
Antelius.
let me look at 2 spells here.
I'm pretty sure it's 500 gold pieces worth that I have.
That's what I was.
Yeah,
I was pretty
think
sure it
it's
was
500 gold pieces, but I
500.
think it's a revivify.
That was my
and
guess,
that's
was
not enough
500.
Yeah,
for
raise-
a true resurrection.
Raised dead is what would be needed. You wouldn't need to use true resurrection because her body is fine. Aside from
It's just an option if that's all you can do.
yeah. Well, I mean, if it's a wish spell, it can be any.
I mean, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
not be dead here.
This is Jinn magic. This is
Yeah.
beyond.
This is deep magic.
This is anything.
Don't recite the deep
This is
magic to me,
ancient.
witch. I was
Oh,
there when it was written.
So Revivify is 300, Raise Dead is 500. Well, Raise Dead is 1 diamond worth 500.
Yeah, I see that.
Revivify is a collection of diamonds up to 300.
Does
Yeah.
any of that matter in this scenario?
There's 1 hour for raise that. No, I'm just looking at all this type of stuff right now.
Okay.
And for what he's
How
doing,
long's it been?
less than an hour. So you guys are good for that. To see if he even has the capabilities to do this.
I mean, to get back, we're probably like between 5 and 10.
Yeah, to move the. It would be closer to 5, I think.
It is going to cast Wish.
Yeah,
So I gotta go to Wish.
that's what I thought.
Yep.
Is there a percentage die that I have to do or anything?
Well, does anybody want to aid? Because it's still, he might be able to do Wish, but it's still a resurrection thing. So I still need anybody, you can up to 3 people to help lower DCs in some way.
So.
Because I do like that
I can
mechanical.
give him a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
That helps.
To aid in his Wish spell. So go ahead. Do you sing anything? How do you inspire
I'm
the
just
G?
gonna play a somber melody,
Mm-hmm.
an elegy, if you will.
Oh, beautiful.
Eulogy?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Jesus, Hunter.
Not a eulogy.
What are you- whose
Elegy,
team are you
as
on?
In, no.
He heel
no.
turned long ago.
Not a eulogy.
Oh, I didn't realize that was an
Yes,
elegy.
it's a different thing. Yeah.
That was my mistake.
No worries.
As this somber music fills all of you with this sadness, losing your comrade.
I
It
feel it.
inspires Kabosh in a way that he knows he is contributing to his master's wish. You gotta roll a D20 for me to see how effective it is.
Is that a performance
You're-
check?
No, it's just roll
Just
a D20.
D20.
This is how it works.
19.
You
Nice.
feel like it aided and was successful in its intention.
Hope I didn't scratch that.
Who else wants to try and help?
I'd like to get Orhana on the ground.
Okay.
Lay her on the ground.
Yep.
And then, since I noticed it was there, I'm going to take out the dark dagger,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to place it, like, on her chest like this, where, like, you would put, like, a bouquet of flowers.
Yep.
And then, like, place her hands over them
So metal.
Okay.
with the knife.
Okay.
This is really so metal.
Give me I'm thinking performance right now.
Okay.
Give me a performance check.
Performance. Oh, man.
Yes.
That's your charisma.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
Yo!
What do you
Yeah.
get?
He got the big die.
Yeah, here's
You
the,
are not taking-
performance.
Nice. Yep.
So that's 21.
29.
I did not
One more
expect to
person
roll
can
that
aid.
well.
I sent you a DM.
Thank you.
Does
What?
is that what you're looking for?
The body around Orhana on the ground. You
We're
see
friends.
all these. You see her body start to warm and glow a little bit of a red around her, and it fades a little bit. You actually see alchemy circles popping up in reds and then disappearing underneath it. Go ahead, give me an Arcana roll, Tyrion.
Okay. Regular 20.
Jesus Christ.
I rolled a 16.
Nice.
All right. Okay. All of you contribute to this ritual. Kabosh hovers over Orhana, and he goes, "My master wishes to bring this creature back to life."
That's you.
Oh god.
He has inspiration.
Not like that.
That's 20.
His hands glow in this beautiful genie-esque magic, very much Aladdin. You see those like sparkles and plus that smoke like start encompassing Orhana and almost cocoons her as it goes faster and faster. His hands over the top. He starts raising his hands. You can see more of these stars. It almost resembles the galaxies going down into the cloud of blue smoke with all these shimmering crystals and stars. And as his hands get higher and higher, he finally goes. You start to see like a universe forming inside this cloud and nebulas. You see him go kabosh, and all smoke fades, dissipates in the big like vacuum, and all that smoke goes into Orhana, and you see her go. You're at 1 HP.
Okay.
Nice!
Oh, shit.
Those were good rolls, guys.
Those were insane rolls. And look,
You rolled a 19, then I was like,
13, and then I was looking at it, and which one is this? This is the Vax die.
Mhm.
The 16, it's gray with like black cloudy streaks over it.
Yep.
And one of the black streaks is right at the spot. Like, where
yep.
the
Yep.
crosses right over. So I was like, oh wait, that's actually a 16.
Nice.
Look in the Discord chat what I rolled.
Seen that one.
definitely.
Must see for my own eyes.
Yep.
Oh, with this die.
Yep.
Yes. They work, dude.
It did.
They freaking work.
So I adapted
Nice.
that from Matt Mercer's rituals because it's fun and that adds a lot more. And every success helps lower the DC, which is there's a base DC, and then every time you die, that adds to that DC that I have to roll higher of to pull your spirit back.
Shit.
So
Like over all of time?
Yes.
Each time? Oh my
so that's
god.
where it is now. So
Over your entire
Tranu,
lifetime.
your next death is going to be 3 points higher.
Yes.
And if you
fuck.
fail, that adds 3 to the DC when you fail to aid. And when you help to aid, it lowers it by 3.
Okay, so we're helping.
All 3 of you helped, so you lower that DC.
We can
significantly.
raise it?
Yes.
Oh, oh
Or
man.
we can just leave it, right? Like, we can just
What are
leave
you
it at
doing?
whatever it
I
is.
had a.
If you do
healing
nothing-
We
potion.
choose not to aid.
Yes.
Right.
It's funny. You
Yes.
should say what you're doing.
I just healed. I had a healing potion.
Yeah.
So I undied and immediately took my healing potion.
She had healing.
Question: What spell was cast with the whiff?
Just wish. It was just wish to bring her back.
He just has 3 wishes? Well, 2
He
now.
does.
Okay.
And he turns to you.
Wait.
Master, to keep the cosmic balance of the universe and 5E's rules, your next wish can be fulfilled in 1 year from now.
Oh
Alright.
shit.
That's fine. And how much longer do you have on
Guys feel like
this
going on a
plane
vacation
here,
for
Kabosh?
you. Feel like going on vacation for you.
He should be around for like an hour.
Yeah, is that what the ring says?
Yep.
Okay, then he has 55 minutes, sir.
Why don't you stick around and hang out with us for a bit until you have to go back home?
I would love to, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Thank you,
master.
and thank you.
Thank you. Only 2 wishes to go, master.
I speak out to the air, kind of softly, and I just say thank you.
Thank you very much, Kabosh. Out of curiosity, actually, how are you feeling? Are you all right?
I'm really tired.
Okay.
I really want to take a nap, guys.
Yeah, we should
Kalash,
probably.
Kalash, could you carry her? For a bit at least, until you have to go.
Charnook looks tired too.
I can happily carry her. Pick you up without your permission. Toss you up in the air.
We can find somewhere to bed down.
I would love to.
It's still going.
Yeah,
Thing
we're
is still
following.
going.
So I'd love to be able to heal everyone, but I can't. So, who is in dire need? You're in dire need.
Give me a perception check, everybody.
I'm fine.
Natural 1.
Natural 20.
It is picking up speed.
Perception.
The angel's starting to
22
start going.
for me.
22,
Guys, we
yep,
gotta
you see
go.
it, you see it.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
What?
12.
Okay, so you notice everyone's starting to move. The first Ulyrus and Charnuga are like, hey, as the thing starts to pick up speed. It's starting to move much faster now, as it has been ignoring all of this, but slowly going. But it seems to have this new vigor of like it clearly
It recharged.
something clicked inside it.
Can I still ask Kabash a question?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing's not. It's
Walking
not
tall.
about
Yeah.
sprinting.
I know.
You're all
I
out
just wanted to make
you're just
sure.
like,
Power walking.
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Hey, Kabash.
And Zeph as well, as he sees all this, he's like, he looks to you. Can you do this for me? Can you help me?
Can I help you?
Yes. Could you do this again? He said in a year.
Yeah.
Could you use your whisk again to help bring somebody else back?
I don't see why I couldn't try. I mean,
Could I have your word?
I barely know you.
I will fight for you. I will do whatever is required for that. Whatever you need. That is why I was seeking you out.
You can travel with us. I don't know this guy.
Very well.
I'll think about it. What was your name?
Zeph.
Zeph. I would love to say yes, but I can't guarantee what's going to happen in a year's time.
In a year's time, though, if we are still around and it's still available, could I get your best intentions to use that wish to help me?
I feel like this is a fairly easy question. I mean, if you die in a year, you're dead and you can't do anything about it. But if you don't...
All right. I'll do it for you, Zeph.
Thank you.
Year's time. I'll even...
I will do everything in my power to keep you alive.
If you decide you don't like him by the time it comes around, I'll just kill him. Don't worry about it.
I'd like to see you try. Easily hear you. This is a Luke character we're talking about right now.
That was a very loud whisper.
Charnock, you should work on your whisper. Again, power walking this radius.
Yeah, as like starting the wings are starting to unlock, as it's starting to lean forward, and you're all like having to really sprint right now, even though you're in pain and everything. And as it starts to slow down again, and you guys.
What was
Then
that
all of a sudden
for?
starts picking up again.
I hate you!
So what's happening? As you guys are, give me perception checks with disadvantage. Who has under 50 HP right now? Anybody?
Me.
Everyone, give me a con
I
saving
have
throw.
under 50.
Give me a con saving throw if you're under 50 HP.
I will do the
First?
con save first.
Yes,
The con save is 17 for me.
you save.
Okay.
20.
You save.
So I was doing
Mine
perception.
is
Perception at
first.
disadvantage, you said?
So perception's 21.
What am I giving you first?
Con saves.
Okay. So that's a 17.
Save. Hilarious.
I mean, proportionally, that's not
15%.
bad for him.
What?
15 perception.
15 perception. Okay.
Roll your perception.
I already did it
7.
7. You have 1 point of exhaustion.
Ah, shit.
14 perception.
Perception.
Look
Okay.
at that. We got twinning for our perception.
As some of you are glancing around, what'd you get for your perceptions?
10.
10.
9.
9. Okay, anybody's hardly seeing it. You can see
20. Mine was 21.
21 with disadvantage because you're exhausted from the
Well,
running.
it was advantage. You said it was disadvantage already.
Oh, okay.
You said
You got a
perception
21 with
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
That's the lowest I can get. It's
That's right,
automatically
that's
a
right.
10.
So
That's
everybody
11.
else,
Talent.
you're ridiculous. But as
So reliable.
I know, I just forget. All right, it's always amazing to me that just like your base
That's a
is
game
better
balance
than
thing.
most.
History and
Yeah.
investigations 23 is
Yeah.
the lowest I can get.
Okay, so as everyone else is like breathing, and despite your exhaustion, you can notice
Insight.
on the horizons. You can see some animals every now and then picking up and checking out who you are. You can see spriggans. You can see some satyr in here, but you also see different colors, salads, like peeking over and being like, but you guys are moving. They're like moving back, and you can see like a couple of them just with a really like thin leg going like trying to keep pace with you guys, and they're hiding down
That's so cute.
and then going and. As they're tracking you guys right now, as this thing keeps like speeding up, slowing down at a nauseating pace.
So can I talk to Gabash now?
Yes, on the move you could be doing this.
Yes.
I see it's just fine.
Yeah.
Easy.
Moving with the wind.
Gabash, just out of curiosity, what happens after you complete all 3 wishes?
Then there are no more wishes to give.
Oh shit.
What?
There are no more wishes to give. That's what you asked. What happens?
What happens to you?
What happens to me? I don't know. We've never ever gotten to that point before.
Interesting.
I'm just laughing at this conversation. What happens when you use all the wishes? I don't give you any more wishes.
I wish for more wishes.
I mean, it's,
Can you wish for more wishes?
no,
Oh,
that will upset the cosmic balance.
I understand.
Well, I'm curious to find out what happens.
I would love to know what happens. I've never granted 3 wishes before.
Well, this will be exciting.
It will.
All right.
As Zeph is not even winded keeping pace with this one this time after running the other way, he just like, this is so much running. But you can see this intensity and vigor in his eyes that are just like watching Tullius. If anything even comes near Tullius, he's like, he's ready. Like, a couple times he just like pulled an arrow. Oh, I didn't roll perception.
Protect the wind condition.
He just on edge. He's not seeing anything though. All right.
Wait a whole year? Oh, man. Why didn't we go to the world boss fight now?
You guys go for probably 20 minutes.
You can look at it later.
You're really tired.
Oh, yeah.
And
So tired.
by the time you're getting around 22, 23 minutes, stop. The angel stops and you see him. This is the location. Portal opens. You see him. Turns to all of you. I believe you were put in my way to help get the Paragon of Light. Whoever's supposed to help me, step through. Whoever's not supposed to, do not. He goes through.
Follow him.
That's
Let's
all
go.
of us, right?
I guess.
Yes, Tullius. Yes.
You all go through the plane just as you see a couple of those salads like coming close. That's what they are. That's what they are in my world. I love it.
They're so cute.
As they're coming over, you see them coming up, and they're like, oh, you see all behind this door. And as like ever you filing out, one of the last ones, like Lyra's just sort of curious about it because your perception look around, you see a couple of them like bowing down to the portal as and it just
Interesting.
you guys go through.
That's so cute. They're just like,
Cute murderous gigantic monsters.
They're so weird as a race. They are so strange.
you're a race.
Yeah, well, they're not a playable race, but they have like
I'm gonna make it playable.
they have a you could.
homebrew.
I'd be a
is our
really
table now.
hard sell to let somebody travel with you.
Everything is homebrew. Everything must be homebrew. All right, I'm sending you the new music.
Nothing left to discover.
All right, you guys, shoosh, portal closes off. As soon as you get out there, who's holding the black box?
I know it's Tyrion.
It is
yeah.
Tyrion. You feel vibrations from the black box. When you enter this area, you notice it takes you a moment to figure out, are you still in the Fey Wilds or not? Because you're in this gorgeous area, beautiful, just rows and rows of like crop fields, flower fields. There's water irrigation. A massive fortress stands before you, similar to the one I sent in chat today for the thumbnail. Huge, up to the sky. You can see wings of creatures flying through the air and water coming down. This is strange, Lyris. You know Penk as a desert place. You know it as a brutally hot place. And there was never described crops or anything of this kind of caliber. This looks like an oasis in front of you, and you can see all sorts of humanoid-looking creatures walking through these areas. The architecture itself seems like some of the stuff you've only seen in your delves, and it does not resemble any modern architecture, and it's very pre-collapse. Tons of pillars are all about, and all these like mosaic-like tiles all throughout what you're seeing on the walkways in between these beautiful lush fields of, you see these massive pink flowers like sizes of your steering wheel, and they're just pinks and blues and purples, and you can hear these like all throughout, echoing in this massive undercave. All of you take in, and you're immediately hit with this humidity inside here. It kind of feels like a greenhouse of sorts.
I love it.
Yes, it feels really, really nice and very familiar to home in that sense. Tyrion, do you check your black box?
Yeah, pull it out and I inspect it.
And you activate it by inspecting. All right. So,
Hello?
as you all can hear this, and just to jog your memory, if you guys don't remember black boxes, they work basically as voicemail systems.
Yep.
So you can't talk in real time, you just leave a voicemail.
Yep. Can't they listen in on you too?
It depends, I believe, on which black box you have and the circumstances on it.
Okay.
Like, I don't remember it ever being anything in real time, is how I remember balancing it.
I thought there was something about
It records.
Yeah, it records.
Oh, that's what it was.
It's like
Yes.
a black box on a plane.
Yes, thus its name.
Our DM is so creative.
Hey guys, this is Salem checking in. Travel from Jalasia took longer than expected, but we made it back to Waterdeep. We had to sneak across borders due to an ongoing war. Use extreme caution when dealing with any of the kingdoms inside a tool. Things are not how we remember it. A lot has happened since we were gone, and I'm still processing the information. But we are resilient. We are the hands that protect the defenseless. We are the hands that push the darkness back. We are the Grey Hand. Our corpse... What?
Core?
At least it's not the Grey Salad.
Yeah, thank goodness. That was froggy.
Got that, okay. There's a reason we only answer to... whoa, where's that stuff? Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Salem, you okay?
Nah, stuff got moved and annoyed. So anyway,
Saying all these things.
give me an idea when you will be in Waterdeep next so I can explain things properly. Commander of the 1st Grey Corps, Salem.
Ooh.
And as that message ends, all of you can hear this loud and clear. You see a blinking of a second message.
Oh shit.
You see Tyrion just hitting it again, like an old man, like going from typewriters to computers. Tink.
This works.
It has been some time since my last message. Still, I had Blackstaff scry on you, but it failed for some strange reason. Magic, she could not understand at this time. We are looking into it. As a result, I believe you to still be alive. Many newcomers have encouraged me to move on, but not only do I consider you all friends, but I know how capable you are. They did not see They did not see you during your time in Waterdeep, nor at the mountain. I know you will all come back as soon as you can. Carrying on the priority, as if you were still active members, I will take this opportunity to break things down. It would have been better in person, but I believe you need to be caught up as soon as possible now. Information is the key to understanding problems, and we can't have big problems like Orlith hidden from our eyes. We need to form a strong alliance to prevent anyone like Orlith from rising to power again. But that's for a conversation on another day. Your brief. When we exited the mountain, almost 4 years passed from the day you entered. 3 from when the Grey Hand and Yavanna did. During that time, the Cobalt Wolves took over a city named Tendorf in Freya. Somehow, a group of thugs from the city's underbelly unified the kingdom under their leader, Escott Grandier.
Oh, Jesus.
He then forged a Kobold alliance with several powerful kingdoms looking to take the entire continent of Atul under one rule. The soldiers here have been kept at bay just outside our walls thanks to Waterdeep soldiers, wizards, open lord, and unlikely ally. Alistair Blackcloak, otherwise known as the Mad Mage, has actually made appearances to keep the city from falling.
What?
Clearly, his interests happen to align with our own, keeping Waterdeep from Cobalt rule.
That's awesome.
What about Xanathar?
Xanathar and his gang
Oh my god!
rose to power, being unmatched in the underworld,
Oh,
but struck
no.
a deal with L'Oreal to make peace. He hasn't been heard from in months, which has the hand worried about what he's planning.
Damn it.
I am currently trying to seek out his location. This may be a lot for you to take in. I will leave you with your thoughts to process this information. You are all strong people and members of the Grey Hand. I trust you will continue to protect not just those of Waterdeep, but of the world. We have expanded since I was gone to quite some force. We are no army, but there are a lot of people like you looking to do good in a war-torn world. See you all soon. Commander of the 1st Grey Corps, Salem.
The Grey Corpse. That's
Extra
so
log.
cool.
Oh, shit, I forgot. For reference, I am writing you on 6/11/6736, approximately 2 months, 6 days after we parted ways at the mountain. The significance of today is the North is expected to fall during the Kobold Alliance's last push on Everwood. May the gods have mercies on their soul.
That's what I'd rather put
Do we know that?
So it's
No,
been
we don't know.
We wouldn't know that.
since we parted ways.
I'm
6
curious.
days.
How much time did we spend traveling after we left the mountain?
No,
we
You
teleported.
teleported. You spent
it's
1
one
day in there.
So
Freaking-
we lost 2 months and 6 days.
The Fey Wild can be weird, can it?
Oh yeah.
Satyr King!
Fey Wild is weird with time.
Sure is.
Satyr King!
Oh, guys.
Would any of us know that?
You can make intelligence checks right now.
Yeah. I'm just
I don't think anyone really knows that much about the Fey Wild.
16.
Nope,
Yeah.
definitely don't.
So,
I got a 4.
I'm smart, I know it.
13.
You have any liars?
Oh, I got a.
I rolled an 8.
What is this? Intelligence?
I get plus 5, but I rolled an
So she
8. So.
goes.
I got a 22.
Shit.
Not bad for being half dead.
You got 22.
Yeah.
You're able to surmise with your dealings with Timora and gods and all this, like, oh, life is whack. I got involved. I was
is
just
whack.
dead. This is terrifying. I think I saw Timora when I was there for a moment.
No, well, that's not
This
a bad
is-
afterlife.
Yeah, we probably lost. That sounds about right. Losing 2 months in a weird place. I believe it. I just lost time in a mountain as well. Years have gone by. Yeah, it's about right.
Sounds about right,
You
guys.
guys just hear, what? How?
As Tyrion shouts that out.
You got me, mate.
I
blame
then
the
I
same.
kind of I turn around and I was like, oh, like I realized, guys, we lost 2 months.
2 months? We lost 4 years!
Well,
Yeah, wait, you think about that, and then you hear.
Oh, yeah. Clicking.
Furious typing.
Furious type.
we lost. It's kind of hands in my head. We lost 4 years in the mountain, and I guess going to the Fey Wilds, we lost 2 months.
Yeah, that would about sum it up.
Yes.
All your heads are like sort of spinning. Like you're getting that like sick feeling, like you missed the first day of school or type of deal right now. We're just like
The first 4 years of school.
4 years.
The North.
You're like,
I'm a
what
10-year-old in
happened
first
to-
grade.
What happened to my mother?
Yep.
What's going on with Fandlin and my friends?
I know what happened to my friends.
What happened to my family in detail?
What happened to Brian, too,
my
is what I was
quest,
thinking about.
Yes, what happened to Brian?
Yeah, North is about to fall.
I'm in the same spot I was earlier. It doesn't really matter, let's be honest.
Must 4 years make a difference? And I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Out of a million.
I hope the bar's okay.
Yeah, like,
I don't know. How's that going?
Well, it sounds like Waterdeep
What
is...
happened to Grit?
to who?
Grit. That's his boss, his old boss. 4 years.
Oh.
Oh.
He had
like,
4
who?
years to find a new job.
Yeah, he did. I bet he did well for himself.
We'll have to see.
Dude, I love Grit. God, poor guy.
I got Grit. I gotta fucking know.
Can I
Yeah.
get an idea of how to place a message into the black box?
Give me an investigation check.
Can I cast Sending?
You can attempt.
Ooh, yay!
Can you cast a spell like you're
22.
supposed to?
22. Absolutely, you figure out how to send a recording message on here.
I'm going to start a message. Hello, Salem. This will be brief. We received your message. Time is weird. We were in the Fey Wilds for a bit. We're back now, but we are alive. And I agree to that.
Okay. So you're like there's like the play button, and then there's like a record button next to it, and then there's like a stop button, and you're like, what? Why is there 3 buttons? But with you, you're like, I bet that stopped the record, and you're able to surmise that and get it all together, and you record the message at the very least.
Do you want me to, like... Because I could, like, say something to him and get, like, a response, like, right now.
Well, he just went through all that trouble.
I mean, I'm just
Whatever.
asking. I'm just asking.
It would be much more immediate.
Yeah, I kind of want an answer, like, right now. But
Hey, I just wanted to check and make sure you had your ringer on.
Yep. Go ahead.
I'll cast Sending to Salem.
Hey, did you get my
Okay.
text?
Hi, Salem. We just recorded in the black box.
Is that 1 word or 2?
No word.
Okay.
My dice.
It's okay, just talk sex.
We're
Gotcha.
back. We were in the Fey Wilds.
10 more.
We're back now. Yeah.
Okay. Is that your
You
message?
got 6 more words.
Oh, Jesus.
If you need.
Check the box. I love you.
As you send the message, you feel the spell fizzle out.
I don't think it worked.
Make a Arcana check.
I think it's a 7.
Something fishy's going on. The angel starts.
I think that spell works
Going
across
down.
planes.
Going down.
Just
Yeah,
making
I'm with you. I
just
know.
making sure.
Yeah,
It's an 8.
I have a thought, but do you want me to roll for it?
sure. What kind of thought? Is it an Arcana thought? Is it an intelligence thought?
It's knowledge of the spell of sending and its limitations if the
Confident.
if the target is no longer present.
Yep. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Balls, no!
And
I mean, you would know how the sending spell. It's a low-level spell. You could make a possible assumption that the person wouldn't be able to respond if they were no longer alive. But typically doesn't fizzle out if they are dead.
Okay.
And the fact, well, I guess it would then, actually, when I think about it. Yeah, it would fizzle out.
because it wouldn't have a target to
Yeah,
run.
so it just would fizzle out. Yeah, so no. Okay, sorry. That's your DM getting talking it out.
That's cool.
Yeah, I felt something when I tried to send that, and it, I don't think I've ever felt that before when I've cast it.
I didn't-
The angel's
there's a
moving, right?
chance.
Yes, it's like going down these stairs right now that splits the fields as it's like beelining it toward the giant fortress.
I guess I follow it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
There's a chance.
No need to
the spell
follow.
didn't work
Wait, hold on.
As
I
we're
got it.
moving,
Hold on.
that Salem, the defenses of Waterdeep may have fallen.
Ah, fuck.
And
Alright.
if if Salem is no longer alive, the spell would not work.
All right. Okay. So.
You can maybe try the black staff. She's powerful enough.
It's not worth it now. Let's just.
Just walk and talk. Walk and
Yeah,
talk.
everyone is walking and talking now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kabosh, how much longer do you have before you leave us?
20 minutes, master!
All right. Could you spend a minute and cast a wind walk for us on all of us, please?
Yes, master. Where the fuck is Windwalk?
7th level spell.
Holy
Wait, he has Windwalk?
Where does he have Windwalk?
Read the
I'm reading it.
innate spellcasting.
Oh shit, here's the 3 a day and once a day. Oh no.
He said. So he's gonna give all of us wind walk.
Fuck! What does Windwalk do? Shit!
It's do you remember
The clouds?
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
it just makes us fast
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
flying.
and
Yes.
flying.
300 feet of flying specifically.
Yeah.
But we
What?
can't do anything.
Yeah, we
as
can only
fast.
dash.
Yes,
We
I
can
know.
only dash or revert back to our normal forms.
Right.
Whoa,
Yeah.
this is weird.
Yeah, and it takes a minute to revert
We have
back
to-
to our normal forms.
Yes, I do remember that, and that's why they were totally screwed in that one fight.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was really fun.
Alright. Do you guys can try and resist it, right?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's only you and 10 willing creatures.
willing
So if
creatures.
anyone doesn't want to turn into a cloud,
We don't
Trust
know
my
what this
homie.
does.
yeah.
Trust
so,
him.
So Talius says that. You all know Talius is asking
How
Kabosh
long?
to do something.
How long is the casting time?
A minute.
1 minute.
Oh, so you would have time to.
Well, he's talking right now, just, yes, master, and you see some of the smoke starts coming out of him, and
Basically, he's gonna make us in the clouds and we can fly. It's pretty fucking cool.
Will I be able to do me again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kabosh! And they're all willing creatures turn the clouds.
That's awesome.
So we have a flying speed of 300 feet.
Yeah, we should be able to keep.
I can go anywhere.
We should be able to keep up with the angel now. Like, no exhaustion required.
I fly in circles around him.
All these clouds are
Yep.
all there. You guys start going towards the angel who is just going through. Can you see as clouds, right?
Yeah.
So make
Yeah.
perception checks. Your passive notices it, but everybody else doesn't. So.
You mean my 31?
Excuse me.
15.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
Option.
Wait,
Yep.
what are we doing?
Passive, just your perception checks. Everybody but Ulyrus has to roll because he just sees everything.
5.
Okay, you don't see shit. You're like, I'm a cloud!
You were dead.
So
You're a
much
cloud.
better!
I know.
So
that's
much
literally
better.
What I'm thinking.
Got
I was
almost
so
eaten.
dead.
Yep, almost dead. Now I'm alive. And I'm a cloud!
I'm so much better.
You notice it inside these all these beautiful fields that go on, flower fields and crop fields all the way through, and all like the water from the ceiling come from like clockwork piping, and you can see these shifting mounds of just these massive like tangles of vines and stuff just moving through these fields, and you see one of them like reach up towards the angel. The angel just smacks that shit aside as he's still going through. All of you flying above it. Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Keep going.
Okay, as you guys fly above it, you cross this beautiful river shimmering down and through, and you can actually see off to the sides, Ulyrus, you've read about these. And Tyrion, give me a religion check. Because you noticed them, but let's see if you understand what they are.
Can I ask a question while this is happening?
Yeah.
That is a 5.
Okay.
Bless
Kabosh, could you
Thank you.
remind
Sorry.
all of us how
Just
this
read you.
spell works?
You can't speak. You're a cloud.
Yeah, you can't
You
speak.
can't speak? Does it say that in there?
Yes.
You can't speak.
Shit. Never mind.
You are a cloud. You have no ability to speak.
Ain't got no vocal cords,
Welcome
boy.
back to the shittiest part about the spell.
Yeah, that's annoying.
You guys just have to focus on it. You guys
Yeah.
can
No worries.
surmise it.
Yes.
No worries.
All
Maybe
right.
not turn that.
So as he's flying next to it, Kabosh.
I go wherever the wind
and
takes
that's
me.
going. Ulyrus, you notice, and you can see some of these toward the upper parts of this area, since you got so high on this massive fortress, as he's leading into one of the main entrances of it all, you can see bodies laid out, and you can see just holes through these lizard folk creatures. But you go, those aren't lizard folk. You remember them as Yanti. And there are just a couple bodies of Yantis littered throughout this area.
Oh, I don't like this.
As you guys get close and you get into, you cross the threshold. As soon as you get into the threshold, all your cloud forms drop immediately, and Kabosh gets sucked back into the ring. And you're all no fall damage, but because the way it was happening, you were like going up. So basically, your clouds and the angel were all like getting to basically level. Skip the fuck ton of encounters, and in you go.
Yes.
As you go in here and it drops, you can tell some arcane
Would have died.
runes.
Something is blocking magic.
Yes, very clearly. That just knocked you all out of magic as you've entered this fortress.
Oh, is that a problem for you, Tyrion?
What types of magic? Like, I don't want to play this game for hours. Not everything's canceled out, all right? So I don't want to play the game. Well, you said types of magic just got canceled, all right? As you cross the threshold, as you come in here, you see the angel. I will wait for you, for whoever's supposed to help me release the Paragon of Light. You see him just go like... And he just
we're going.
bolts off.
Wait.
He's gone. He's
All right.
just
No,
gone.
that's fine. I'm talking
What way is he going?
He goes straight through what looks like these giant closed doors, and as you see like him disappear, you can see like this messed up statue, this room just full of ruin, overgrowth. A lot of the ceiling has been like 2 sections of it have fallen down through it, and there's all sorts of this basically for non-players. Think Greek architecture. Tons of it.
Yes.
Think of the pottery and then drawings on the walls and all this beautiful stuff. But you see one that doesn't fit at all, and it looks like it's been shaped and molded in such strange ways. And next to it, you see this really shitty, it looks like stains around this cloak just floating there, and you see something floating, rummaging through, stuff in the ruins.
While we're standing here, I just want to run through cantrips and see what actually ends up working.
Same.
So like throw off a firebolt into the air, cast a mage hand.
As soon as you do the
cast
firebolt, it works, and all of a sudden you see the thing that's going through stuff with this it's almost like see-through. It looks like one of those shawls you would put on at night, and it's just so grimy. You see it shake, turn, and a bunch of eye stalks turn up.
Oh shit!
Tim Tom! There's intruders, Tim Tom! And you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Motherfucker.
Big eye looking at you. He looks to, oh, Tim Tom! And he goes up, and there's this hole in the wall. You see him just zip off. And as he does that, you hear all these like ching, 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 these cans and stuff go everywhere. And as you get a better look at the little weird looking thing that was carved there that didn't match and falls over, you can see it looked just like that creature, but these eye stalks like on the ground, like it was doing handstands with an eye stalk as it falls and hits the ground.
That's gonna be trouble.
Well, I wanted to heal us up, but I guess it doesn't fucking matter. Does anybody have any healing potions?
Nope.
I have a few.
Attention all guards! You have permission to kill these strange monsters who have
Stay with the
infiltrated
angel.
our palace! There are
Stay
5!
with the angel.
No, 6 of them! 6 of them outside. Consider them highly dangerous. I know they are. And if they found us here, they must be after something precious. Your kind master commands it. It's okay, Tim Tom. It's okay. As you hear this over some strange speaker-esque system. It's not speakers like we know it,
So
but
the firebolt did work.
yes, it worked.
Okay.
Handy.
Also, while you were flying, you noticed the humanoids that were tending to the gardens were clockwork guards.
Clockwork.
Yeah, you would have seen that those were all clockwork.
More clockwork.
I started sprinting towards where the angel went.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to stay as close to that angel as possible.
Okay.
Even though last time he was useless. Detect danger.
As you guys come into this room,
Awesome.
you all can give me perception checks right now. As the door is clearly locked. It's like solid brick walls.
I'm gonna
natural.
start handing out healing
Natural
potions.
20.
Okay.
You got one. Whoever else needed one.
Oh man.
Healing
What are you doing?
potion.
Thank you. 17 on the perception.
17.
Physical
27.
17 on
7.
perception.
Okay, 17.
This is 44.
21, alright.
No, just 2d4.
Alright, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay, so first you hear don't worry, Tim Tom. It's still over these speakers. Like every time you hear it, it's just continuous.
Who's this?
There is no way they will get past the first door. There's nothing to worry about. If the guards can't kill them, they'll starve themselves out. Get bored. It took us months to get through the first door. This is no trivial task. Good boy, Tim Tom.
I cast punch on the door.
Wait, the angel just like phased through the door?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
It just zipped through. But we'll get to all your perception rolls. You're hearing this creature talking to you guys throughout the speakers.
Strange.
There are a bunch of holes in the wall.
I gotta make sure they're above and high. If you want to make a history check, you would be able to try and figure out what those are.
Disadvantage.
Yes, because you're exhausted.
Nice. It's still good.
Theirs was 14, so that's 27.
Massive.
You instantly recognize these from your studies as the tunnels a beholder makes to travel throughout its layout.
Shivals.
Yeah, that's definitely a beholder.
Can I just take a nap?
the name Tim Tom?
You can make a history check?
Yep,
Oh boy.
I have an
'Cause
idea.
I thought
The first time I saw him, I was just like, he hasn't been seen in a while.
Yup.
Go ahead and make a check.
A history?
Yeah. With advantage.
And he
With
likes
advantage.
collecting things.
They usually do.
I would assume Ulyrus could put...
A natural 20 for both my perception and this history check.
Wow.
He hacked the dice.
There is something so familiar about this beholder, but it's not quite the same as Xandathar that you're familiar with.
Interesting.
Xandathar has a pet goldfish, and his name wasn't Tim Tom. You're pretty certain about that. But the behavior is unsettlingly similar.
Oh man.
Okay. So,
It's his twin brother.
give me a moment.
Maybe.
I
Or the
actually-
stories are all just lies.
Yeah, right.
I gotta print this off because I didn't think you guys
Like-
would skip all those
His
fucking
twin
patterns.
brother Xanathar with a Z. It's me, Xanathar.
What?
Plot twist.
We noped across your entire dungeon. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Well, he was gonna have us fight shambling mounds, so it might not have taken that long.
Yeah.
Well, we just skipped it. So.
Man, I'm just trying not to die.
Well, it wouldn't have
anymore.
taken that long
Right.
because we would have all died pretty quickly.
Yep.
Let me just throw that. in
Life is
there.
pain. The pain
How are we
makes you
sp-
stronger.
How are we supposed to rest when we're following an angel?
What doesn't kill
Exactly.
you makes you
There ain't no
stronger.
rest for the wicked.
No, there isn't.
Well, that's probably Orhana.
Oh, dude. Ready for Borderlands?
I am not gonna lie to you. I started playing it today.
No!
I picked Siren because when I play with you guys, I want to play.
I will say,
wanna play
I
Flag.
went through all of them. I was like, I like all of them.
Yeah, they all.
They
look really
all
cool.
look really good. Where the other Borderlands games, there were definitely ones that I really liked way more than the others. But going through the Borderlands 3 characters, I'm like, they all look amazing.
Yeah, they're all pretty badass.
Can't wait to get it
So
when it
we'll
goes
have
on
to
sale.
decide who everyone wants to play. But to be honest,
I would
I
like
would.
to play Flak. I've decided that already.
Oh yeah, he's one. I definitely want to try him out. But like I said, I would play any of
I was
them.
looking at the skill trees, and you can spec the characters in such a way where like one character can fill 3 different roles. It's really cool. Like on the Siren, you can be a brawler,
that's
you
the
can be a
Classic
healer.
Siren.
Yeah.
Siren does everything.
Dude, I would
Silence
want to be
awesome.
the brawler. When I was watching that, and I was watching a video on like which Bolt Hunter you should be, and they were just like, if you want to be in the thick of the fight and just like going crazy, the Siren. I was like, what?
Plot twist.
Plot twist? What?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but I also really like.
Okay,
Okay,
so we're back.
back.
All right. So all of you with the higher rolls, I'll get into the far details of everything as you start explaining this room. But you can tell this is a ruined hall that would be entrance into this grand fortress underneath this area that you're in. It's clearly a cavern, and you see all kinds of crags around it as well. So you get the sense you're underground. Painted on the walls, you guys can see pictures of griffins, sphinxes, and all sorts of gardens, and you can see symbols that Charnook recognizes as the symbols of fire, water, earth, and fire, water,
Air.
earth, and air. Thank you.
I didn't want to assume. You
No,
were
I
just-
appreciate that.
Okay.
But no, you're starting to notice those
'Cause I
across the
wouldn't know
walls and the paintings on there. What you guys see with the nat 20s and the high above 20 rolls on the ceiling, 2 of the spaces that have been crumbled on the ceiling are gone, but on the opposite 2 sides, you can recognize the gods of Kratula and Zahir up there painted on the ceiling of the big 4. And you can see all sorts of growth and artistry associated with them. You can see with Kratula the Aarakocras. You can see all sorts of the forest, bramblewoods, and all sorts of beauty there. With Zahir, you see this inspiring light, this like similar, think Murata's beacon is like in front of him with that symbol, and you see tons of deers and stags all with this creature or with this god, and it's symbolism. And the other 2 are blanked out. So continuing around the room, the architecture, the designs, and the pottery is just fascinating to you, Lyris, because it's just clearly pre-collapsed in a civilization that is almost perfectly intact compared to everything that you've seen in your delves. You guys notice that no one is rushing to murder you in here at all. So you do have a breather of sorts inside this area.
Short rest. Can I short rest,
Natural
please?
20, you notice a very strange marking on the ground of this gear symbol that seems to be embedded on the ground. This gold crush that's like embossed up a little bit, and it's definitely has your attention, Tyrion. Yep. Okay, and that's the majority of what you're seeing. You also notice from earlier a similar one of those lever slots with a lever in it right now.
Oh.
And I would say, with your intelligence, you're pretty certain that's going to open the door.
I'm gonna put my hand on Charnock's shoulder and cast Cure Wounds a second.
Go ahead. But you
Does it
also
work?
are intelligent enough to know that you might want to wait on pulling that immediately.
Yeah.
Ulyrus would be like, we'd probably be starting something if we open that. Okay, so... Alright, that's the first room.
Ulyrus, can you take a look at this with me? And I
Oh,
towards the
thank
symbol
you.
on the ground.
Sure.
Yep.
Oh, what is this?
From my perspective, does this look arcane in nature as the source of the magic suppressing?
Give me an arcane check, please. Arcana.
While they're investigating everything, can I sit on... no. Can I flop onto the ground and take a short rest?
Yeah.
Thank you.
13.
Doesn't seem of any arcane nature, period.
This more looks more symbolic.
Yeah, and maybe even clockwork mechanism-ish. What about you, Ulyrus? Do you investigate it?
Yeah.
All right.
And I get advantage on investigation if I don't move more than half my movement, so it
But you're
cancels out.
exhausted, so yep.
Does anyone else need healing?
Yes.
How
Yep.
much do you need?
32.
Much as I can get.
As you start to see, you notice you can actually move it. And as
short rest.
you start to move the
Short
gear,
rest doesn't
you
do
hear a
anything to
click,
me.
and both you and Tyrion jump back as a
It doesn't get back HP.
shot pops up, and you see this kink, this clockwork individual show up, and he goes, "Welcome to the shops of goods. What would you like to shop at the goods today, sir?"
Okay.
Step right up. Step right up.
Ask him for health potions.
Do you have healing health
What's this here,
potions?
water?
Why don't you step right up, sir?
Hey, it's a wheel.
Spin the wheel. Don't look at it. Spin it.
All right, I'll spin it.
Yep, hold it for him and let him spin it. Let's see what it was. Almost for sale. Almost for sale.
Oh, please, for the love of God, get me some.
You see all this, like these boars behind him flip, and you see all these armors behind him.
What is
These
this?
are D12.
How did you
Yeah,
do
you
this?
need D10s.
I wasn't paying attention.
I just was moving around this gear and it came up. So
You can see all this steam and stuff coming outside of him as it looks really ancient, barely functioning.
yeah, see,
What is this?
That's a 10. That's really good.
can I look at the armors?
You can spend this one.
Absolutely on the walls.
Plus your con.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Single roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna just sit down and watch
Oh
this happen.
yes.
Get myself
30.
So you get
Oh.
you can spend more if you want.
I'm gonna sit down next to Talius and
watch this
try
happen.
to work up towards a short rest.
Same. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm taking a short rest as well.
Fine by
I'm
me.
hoping to
Well,
take
we're
one.
gonna try.
Will I be allowed one by my DM is another question.
Nice. 12, 20.
Give me a moment. Fuck you and your 30.
I rolled the natural 19. I get
God
plus.
damn it.
I get plus 11.
I gotta get the page now.
I'm feeling much better now.
Good.
You notice a lot of the armors are
Hit dice.
picked over.
Well, it should tell you.
And there's a lot of empty spaces on there.
Short rest.
You can see some plate armor. You can see leather armor on there. They don't really look all that magical, any of
Okay.
them. One of them might be giving off a magical vibe, but nothing really crazy.
Okay.
What's left of the supplies looks to be a bit picked over of his armors and wares.
Okay.
But what he does have in there is at least one leather armor. He does have one full plate armor, and
Okay.
he has a couple piecemeals armors that are
Okay.
left over.
Charnook. Any of these look to your liking?
I like medium armor. Pretty good medium armor guy. Just for
Is there anything up there that looks,
The
Medium,
the
like a
piece
leather or
the
that looks
piecemeal-
pretty looks
think-
pretty sturdy but doesn't look restricting?
I think breastplate is the best.
Yeah.
Medium armor.
I think piecemeal would be considered breastplate. There we are.
Yeah, right. That's why that's there.
Yeah.
For situations like this.
So sure, yeah. What are you doing over there? You just rolling heels?
Short resting.
Yeah.
Yep. Just know if you put armor on, you lose Constitution modifier.
Actually, that's
fine. I would still gain a net benefit.
So it would be.
So
if
yes,
you
there
lose 3, it
is.
would be 11.
There is a breastplate armor on there.
Okay.
Plus whatever the armor gives me.
Yep.
But is it more than 3?
Is it regular armor?
I mean, it's up on the rack there. It's tough to tell. For Elyrus, it seems like regular armor.
Let's see how much money I have.
You always have,
I
like,
did get my
negative
money back from the Save King, right?
Yes.
I throw my money pouch at Elyrus. I've
Okay.
got
How much for the piecemeal?
400 teeth.
I'm sorry. What was that?
400 teeth. Teeth.
I don't know the
Okay,
exchange rate.
Can you show me what a teeth looks like?
Yes, fine, sir, gentlemen, sir. You see him hold up a gold coin that you have never seen before.
Do you accept these? And I'll show him one of our gold coins.
That would be 1 teeth, sir.
Okay. Do you have? Is there 400 coins near?
1 plat, 35 gold.
That would be a no.
I can chip in. For some
Well,
reason, I
hang
will.
on.
Ah, you're so loaded.
But you don't have any of the checks from Waterdeep. That all stays in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably not valid anymore.
I'm going to reach in a little bit, try to do it stealthily, into and maybe like touch. Like how far in are the armors?
They're like, this is like a pop-up stand you would see in
Yeah.
Bazaar, and it's like right behind him
Okay.
on display. But there's no top to his stand.
Could I
but
reach
there's
it?
Stuff. Yeah, you could easily touch it.
Okay. I'm gonna touch. Is there one like really close to me that I could just poke?
It's like on a brass wall, like just
Yeah.
a plate of brass on little pegs behind him. So it's like right here, almost like he could do this to it to touch him,
Yeah.
and you're right in front of him.
Yep. I'm gonna no quick movements, just slowly and stealthily just try to poke one just to see what happens.
Pokes his normal armor. He says, "Please stay in front during all times of sale. We will have to use deadly force on thieves.
Sorry, I was just perusing.
Please stay in front. We will
Got it.
use deadly force on thieves."
Yep, understood.
Can I inquire to read as the DM, how much do I have left in my Waterdeep account?
Not much. And I remember I have it in here.
Because I burned through a lot, but I want
Almost
to
all
differentiate what do I actually
I have a lot actually.
Yeah. Well, you got to know what's different from their council.
I
We can
didn't
find the
poke that
vaults.
in.
I can pay for it,
It's your money, man.
dude.
Yeah, but remember, that's Waterdeep
got
money
fun.
too.
I
You
got
didn't pay.
fun.
You didn't pay your
How much
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep?
So you
He's
lose. It's
different.
minus 10,
Alright.
10k, I believe, for your Waterdeep.
I'll take care of this for you.
You
I
have
will.
minus 10k.
Minus 10k?
Yes, everyone got 10k. Remember?
Yeah, but that's part of the check. Like,
The check. You don't have the check on you.
yeah, I know
Oh,
that
okay.
doesn't work here.
Yes.
But I have my own gold that I can use.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of
yeah.
I will
He's,
toss Chernok his gold back.
You sure?
There's not enough. And then I will pay
I feel insecure about how much
400
money
coins.
You
Yeah.
probably should work on that.
I'm gonna
For
find
the
it after the
armor.
game.
I was
I found it the other day,
trying to
and it
do
takes me a while to find it. I know you used most of it, so it's probably like maybe 1,000 or
Actually.
less you would have on your
It's
person.
probably less, because I'm just trying to...
You almost
I've got
spent all
900
10,000.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Before I give it.
Yep.
Could my friend here try it on, make sure it fits before we spend money on your fine products?
One size fits all. One size fits all.
Oh, that's fair.
It's like 3XL.
Can I?
I'm gonna walk up and be like, I don't believe you.
I'm gonna walk up next
Because
to her.
we would not be the same size.
You see him turn over, takes one off, and just puts it on you. You kind of get a Ted from like Transit feel like he's on a thing
Yeah,
that can
yeah,
actually walk and move.
Yeah.
You see him just slap it on you, and as it like slaps over you, it tightens to your skin.
Yep.
And you see now as he goes down, you can see like his hands lock into the armor and just like give it a screw, but his hand doesn't move, just the fingers turn. It comes off and comes off you. Goes to Elyrus and just like throws it, but just perfectly hits on top of him. And just stick to Elyrus. And this isn't the one you're trying to buy either.
Okay. Yeah.
You see it,
Okay.
and it onto the wall behind it.
Well, thank you for that display.
Displays are free.
Excellent. Can I get an idea of like how much protection this piecemeal would give?
Standard. Whatever standard piecemeal would be.
I just don't want to buy it and it not help your AC score at all.
It's up to the wheel.
Could I spin
wheel.
that wheel again? I like that wheel.
Only once per pop-up, sir.
Pop up. All right.
Look for the golden cog, and we will be at your service.
All right. Good to know.
Does this encompass the entire golden cog?
What does that mean?
Like, it could more than one pop-ups come from this cog?
Breastplate.
No.
Guess what?
Okay.
Your
so
DM,
it's
your
like-
DM's telling you that,
description.
so you can't spam.
That would be hilarious.
Yes. Thus throwing out the entire balancing of the randomness.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make a difference.
It wouldn't help you.
Yeah. Don't worry about it then.
Okay.
Unless they're buy something for yourself, dude.
No, I
He's
got
got great armor.
really good armor. I think we'll pass for now, but it was wonderful to meet you and thank you for your patronage.
I am gutted, but understand. As the shop goes away.
If it was like a +2 armor or something, it would have been better. But
You rolled onto the common board, so.
Yeah, it was
Common
the
items.
common items. Yeah, I saw that.
The legendary ones, man.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
stole all of them.
He said once per
we
pop-up.
kill the
We could
robot.
Yeah.
Take
We
everything.
can probably just open that again.
Exactly.
What's that?
We could probably just open that again.
Why don't you try it?
You said once per pop-up. All right, I'll try it again.
As you go
Wait,
to
if it
click
works, I'll
where it
ask for the
is,
thing.
you can feel like it's not clicking right. You can actually hear when you put your ear to it like a timer underneath it, as you can't move.
Yep. It's gotta cool down.
So are we gonna wait here until it's ready?
Maybe on the way back.
I think we can wait here until we feel a little bit better and then move forward.
That's a good
Guys,
option.
I told you, Tim Tom, they're dumbfounded.
I'd like to
I
investigate.
think we have a bit of time.
What do you think? 4 months? 5 months, Tim Tom. Let's get the boards up. Take the bets. You there. Come here, guard. Guard! Come here! Tim Tom, kill the guard!
Can I gauge to see,
If he's
do
crazy.
we hear any guards?
I'm wondering if we could just camp here for a full
That's
night.
what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Can I
Can I hear the
insight
guards?
check?
You can go ahead and go ahead.
Is this guy legit?
By the way,
You're not hearing any guards rushing at you right now, but
Oh, I got a natural 20 for a 21 on the insight.
he's very, very upset that apparently a guard won't partake in his betting contest right now. He's furious.
Nobody
By the
likes
way,
a poor
this
sport.
is, a beholden, similar
Where do you get
to Xanathar, but different. It's not Xanathar himself.
A short rest.
As Tyrion's trying to explain this, they're all still just looking over the armors and trying to be like, or at the cog right now. They're just completely enamored with trying to be like, can we get that shit again? Like, how do we just zoned out as you're explaining vital information?
Did you say something?
What?
This thing that's talking is a beholder.
Oh, yeah, we heard of those.
Could we kill it?
Like,
And then it's back to the cog.
like Xanathar.
Zana, yeah.
This is not Xanathar.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
as Tyrion's just like doing like the type of deal, but very, very slowly with his ear to the floor, trying to be like, now? How about now? That's not even paying attention.
What you trying to say, Tyrion?
I'm saying if we're gonna move forward, maybe we should try and stay here for an extended period of time before moving on and try to recuperate a little bit.
I like that idea.
I mean, if you think it's safe, you're a pretty smart guy.
I don't know if it's safe, but I mean, I just kind of gesture around. No guards are coming, and he sounds like he thinks we're gonna be stuck at this door for a long time.
What kind of
And I
magic
don't-
do you have that works?
What?
What kind of magic do you have that works?
That wait, what?
Works.
Works? That work.
Works.
Oh.
Yep.
We
well,
should
my
sort this
firebolt
out.
worked. I'm gonna cast message to Tellius and say, "Does this work?"
You hear, does this work?
It works.
Okay, so that is evocation and a transmutation.
That's weird. That message is an evocation transfer. Like, I get why it is, but it's just strange.
I'll cast.
I'll
Mage
try.
Hand.
Works?
I'll try.
Like, you're trying to get a beat on me, Zach. Jesus
I
Christ.
think it's a level cap.
I'm gonna try minor illusion.
Okay.
Level cap.
What do you do for minor illusion?
I'm gonna take out a bit of fleece.
Yeah.
I think this won't
And-
work. An illusion won't work.
I'm just gonna make a sound, like some chimes.
Illusion can cast sound.
If you create a sound, its volume can range from a whisper
Minor
to a
illusion is a sound or a...
sound or an image of an
I never
object
knew, that's
within
why-
range that lasts
Yeah,
for
That's why I asked.
didn't
Don't
know
be so
that either.
offensive.
It's going to be chimes.
You hear these
Ding dong,
beautiful
ding dong.
chimes go
Oh, wow.
off.
That was beautiful.
Didn't expect
Thank
that.
you.
Tim Tom, did you knock over the chimes?
I'll do it again.
Tim Tom, where is that coming from? Bring me another god!
Man, the mood has shifted.
Guys, maybe let's like. So we're in the basically like a big open courtyard, right?
Yes.
Can I take a look around? Like a
Does it look like
decent
there's little,
look around, but
like,
never...
buildings? Oh.
Look, you wait. You're talking. Go ahead, Tyrion.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Does it look like there's like buildings or something that we could try and set up a better camping position where we're not
Didn't we find a
directly
scroll of
envisioning the
huts?
whole courtyard?
I know.
You could try to look around for that stuff. You'd have to leave this courtyard and start exploring around. Down the stairs leads to all those crops and all the moving stuff that you guys skipped out on. The sides go down for a long ways, and there's these massive walls, and behind those walls are all sorts of what appear to... you have to go... Never mind. You have to go check
Does
it
it
out.
look like there's any openings inside the walls, like going towards the outside?
You would have to go investigate that type of stuff. Like, it doesn't look like there's... In this current room, nothing leads you to other hallways. Things have collapsed in, and there's only the big door in front of you, and you have to go outside and then go check the perimeter walls to see
Okay.
anything else.
I like this area. This is fine.
So the doorway is really where we can go, or we can be outside the city.
Yes.
Zeph,
Okay.
Yes.
could you try casting alarm back from where we came from to enter this room?
Sure, I'll do that. Keep it safe. You need to, I'm not sure if he actually cast that or if it's just a thing he has.
It's a spell.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a spell he
It's a
has.
spell,
Well, I
but
wanna see
you
if it
use
fucking
like
works.
use wire or something.
Yeah. He has the wire. Where can I search this? Spells.
I just want to see.
Oh,
if
it's
it
alarm.
actually
Yeah, it's right there.
Fucking works.
Yeah, alarm is the cantrip.
Alarm's a cantrip.
He takes fine silver wire and he just goes towards the front of it and just takes the entrance, takes the entire wall, so like where you guys just came through, and puts it up. He looks at you. Do you want me to step through it?
I just want to know if it works.
Well, we'd have to trigger it for it to work.
Yep. He pushes it and yep.
Alright.
It can be an audible sound.
This is a mental alarm. I know it can be. It's a mental alarm for him, and that's definitely how Zeph would run.
How long does that last?
8 hours.
We could rest up.
I'm already sleeping.
I mean, we could sit by this door and rest.
Utterly stumped! Ha ha!
It sounds like he thinks we don't know how to get in this door.
Man, this is the nicest place we've been in a long time.
Let's take a moment. Arhan is on death's door.
I might be able to make this a bit comfier. And I'll take out the scroll from
Ooh.
the
Yeah.
Satyr King from
Yes.
Shui Shua.
Wow.
Never forget. And I'll see if I can get that scroll to work.
Give me an Arcana check. Why you know work? I wrote that. Yeah.
Arcana? 21.
Oh!
I
Oh!
rolled an 18.
Sorry.
As you start looking over it, you feel your bardic knowledge creeping up inside the back of your head, and you hear the funky face Schwab be like, "Yes, Stelius. Yes."
He's watching you.
He's watching me.
And from the scroll, like an inflatable bouncy house just like pops out.
Yes.
A 10-foot radius immobile dome. It ping comes into existence around you all.
Dive in.
Yeah.
Start bouncing.
it like pushes up. All this rubble gets shoved to the side. The trophy or the weird sculpture moves a little bit more. You see all these other like items and glassware just being shattered as it comes out, or like pottery. You Lyra's just like. They're camping. They're literally pitching a camp, Tim Tom. Oh, that's one for me.
What happens to the scroll?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to see.
Probably burns up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might not be what that is.
I mean,
It's from the Satyr King.
Normally they do, but this is from the Satyr King.
As it goes up and tink, the thing comes out. You see the thing going. It wraps up and goes. And you hear some Satyr King chimes.
All right, so we're gonna bed down for the night.
Can I do a quick perimeter check to make sure there actually are no guards coming to murder our faces?
Yes.
Maybe they're just slow.
We did see someone in here earlier, right?
We saw a beholder in here.
That's all
We saw. Wait.
That's all we saw. Was the beholder.
Yeah, that's the only thing we saw.
We saw. Wait.
We saw bodies.
We saw
The bodies, when you were flying over, were in different places, and they all had holes through them. That's what I described, the Yanti.
Okay.
And then you came in here
Okay.
and saw a beholder, and it's Sunday worse. It's going through garbage.
Okay, I was just confused.
And then it fucked off.
because beholders are normally huge.
It was huge.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask, is how big was it?
Huge.
That we saw?
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense now.
Yes.
30.
We made it.
30?
Yes.
I'm
As-
very glad we didn't get instantly evaporated.
As you start walking around the perimeter, you notice it's pretty tight locked, and you get towards the front where the wires set up, and you actually see clockwork guards walking by you, and you hear this skink, skink, skink as they're going by. It looks you dead in the eyes. Skink, skink, and keeps going.
That's hilarious.
I think we're good. Okay. Just so you guys know, there are clockwork guards out there.
Peeking into the
For
tent
those
right
who
now.
are, yeah, I'm. It's like when you're first getting into the bounce house
Yep.
where you have to
Yep.
be like laying down and crawling in. So I'm like half in, half out. My butt's just sticking out the back.
Well, it's comfortable. There's 6 of you. It can only fit 9, medium. You two are large as hell. If Shalmi was here, you guys would be like touching each other.
Yep.
So you're barely comfortable
Okay.
right now. It's on Sunny High.
This is so
She's tiny.
nice.
Well, that is true.
Not tiny.
That's right,
I think
but-
she's
I'm
small.
small.
So that does
And
help
she's
compensate.
Yeah.
And you're thin.
And I'm thin.
Yeah.
They
Wait,
seem.
wait. Oh no, you
I
were
was
talking
con-
first.
yeah.
Right, you're right. You're right. Yep.
I was trying to finish
Yep, please.
just quickly.
Yes. Take it down.
They seem really old, and one of them looked right at me and did not seem to care that I was here. So I think we don't really have to worry about them. Just for everyone's peace of mind.
Talius,
Yeah.
do you have, since we're gonna be bedding down, do you have any more ability to send messages?
Today,
Yes.
Yeah.
one more.
It's a canoe.
One more
I
time.
haven't had a
Yeah.
cannoli in so long, dude. I want a cannoli. Emily doesn't like cannoli.
That's true.
They're alright.
I just did this randomly. I
Do
was
you
like,
think
that
you could
looks
try
like a
talking
canoe.
to,
Sorry.
the bearer of Schaefer, the Black Staff? Because if anyone is gonna be still alive, it's gonna be her.
I could try. What do you want me to say?
Just let her know that we are still alive. Try and we're looking for the Paragon of Light. If she can attempt to update in a short amount of words.
Alright. I can do that. I could also reach out to Eve, if that might be useful in the morning. If you think it's worth a shot. But I can do that now. Alright. Here goes nothing. And
Trying to get ideas for Thursday.
With a short piece of wine.
Yep. The copper not dragonborn.
Hello,
It's
Blackstar.
called copper.
Desire Tellius of the Heroes of Waterdeep.
Oh, sorry.
We're looking for the Paragon of Light.
6 minutes.
We'll make our way back as soon as we're done.
We'll make our way back to Waterdeep as soon as we're done.
Okay.
I mean, do I have more words?
Not really.
No.
So
Alright,
that
it's fine.
was pretty much it.
We've received Salem's messages.
He doesn't have any more
Yeah,
words.
No more words.
Oh, okay.
That's it, that's fine.
Okay. You feel fizzle out again. Same manner as it did before.
Didn't work again.
Fuck.
I think I have an idea about what might be going on.
What?
Does this place seem old to you?
It seems very old.
Do you think there might be a possibility that perhaps not only were the planes we've been on changed, but also maybe the time? Or maybe there's something about this old ancient place that messes with our concepts of magic we have now. I mean, if the currency itself, in name is different and everything else is different, who says that everything else, as far as magic as we know it, can't also be different?
Well, what do you mean? Because when we emerged back into the material plane, we were within proximity of this change.
Right?
We received the magical messages to the box.
Right. But who knows how long it's been that they've been in there?
I mean, we know it's sometime in the last 2 months,
Yeah, that's true.
relatively.
I don't know, I'm just spitballing. Smart lad's in there. Wherever he went.
5 feet from your left.
There he is.
Is anybody taking watch too, by the way?
I'm sleeping.
Zeph
Yeah,
is.
I'll take a
Say Zeph
first
probably.
watch.
Yep. Zeph can because he's not hurt at all. He can take first watch, then he'll take second watch.
I'm sleeping.
Okay.
I'm conked out.
Yep.
Well, good night. See you in the morning.
Oh, I'm
All
so
right,
sorry.
give me a perception check,
Lyris,
please.
It's so cramped in here. I didn't mean to kick you.
You kick him right in the wound in his neck. My mistake. It's one of those things. It's one of those things where you're like, oh, this is really, really funny, right? I'm gonna have a great joke, and then you do, they're like, oh no, I fucked it up. That wasn't cool.
You suffer 9 damage.
What'd you roll? Natural 1?
Yep.
All right. During your watch, you start playing with your fire magic, basically, and just doing some cantrips and chilling out, and all of a sudden it just stops.
Oh.
There's a limit.
Nothing.
I'm looking around.
Give me a perception
Do I-
check.
No way out.
Oh, that's much better. 19.
You slowly
Oh.
start turning, and you look up toward the ceiling, and you see a giant glowing eye staring at you right now.
Okay. That makes more
Okay.
sense.
Yep.
I don't know why I didn't piece
I'm
that
just
together
gonna-
earlier.
Hi.
Tim Tom! As he sits back up. Hey, he knows I'm here, Tim Tom! We've given away the element of surprise, Tim Tom! God, Tim, this is terrible. Take down the sheets, Tim Tom. Take them down!
What?
you guys, you hear a muffled though inside the tiny hut, not enough to wake you up.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
I was assuming the yelling would have woken me up.
No,
would the
not
hut
inside the
have,
tiny hut.
would the hut have worked if the anti-magic field was applied to
He
it?
said it worked.
You have to see.
Okay, the end says it's fine.
He said it worked. We have a bouncy castle, bro.
Yep.
We have
And
Cedar King Bouncy
was
Castle, we're good.
outside it, taking his watch, playing with his fire.
There we go. Not done yet.
That's about it.
And he just fucked off.
Yeah, you just hear a lot of shuffling around up there and a lot of things being knocked over.
doesn't seem like he
Occasional
wants to fight us
break.
immediately.
Like you hear a break, you just like, now
Very
look what you
happy
did, Tim
about
Tom. Really? That was priceless. I believe it was
How
priceless.
far away is that area?
To the ceiling is probably about 60 feet to the hole,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
at least.
That's high.
I'm gonna cast message up there. I'm gonna be like, "Hi, what's your name?"
Tim Tom. They can talk to me. You can hear like
That's
his
what I hear in my mind too.
you can hear like beholder stocks being pushed back.
That
What
definitely
hand?
doesn't sound nice.
Let's play hard to get. We don't respond for a while. This is the perfect strategy, Tim Tom.
Wait 3 days.
You're so smart, Tim Tom. This is why I keep you around. Yes, Tim Tom, you're a good boy. Here you go. Here, I know
Tim Tom's
you love this.
definitely an inanimate object.
All right.
I mean,
It's like a teddy bear.
could be like a dog.
He doesn't reply
No.
to you, sadly.
It's an inanimate object.
I mean, he did reply to me. I heard
Yes, technically you did, but also everyone over the PAs heard too.
Yeah, I heard it everywhere. And also
In
my
your
head.
mind, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes. All
I'm
right.
just gonna keep an eye on the hole for the rest of my watch and just look.
With that 19, you've now repositioned yourself just watching that hole, and about an hour goes by, and you start to see a glow slowly coming toward again, and then all of a sudden you see like one eye stalk peek out, and then slowly go back in, and you see the light fade from the hole. If you guys didn't like this dungeon, I was gonna be like, you guys fucking suck. Right? This dungeon was a blast, and you guys are just beginning.
Oh, this is great.
All right, that ends your watch. That's all you see.
Okay.
And then Zeph takes his watch.
And disappears from existence.
Tim Tom, I don't think anybody's out there tonight. Why would they do that? Only one person watching? It's a trap. It's a trap, Tim Tom! They're trying to get me to come back down then. It's not gonna happen. I'm too clever for them. Oh, but I can't reply. Yes, right, you're right. Excellent. Let's play cards, Tim Tom.
Look what hands.
All right. Morning comes.
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
The tiny
Yes.
hut disappears.
Oh,
All you guys are like jettisoned from it, but just like up an inch and poof to wake you up, basically.
We get a long rest.
Everyone gets a long
Yay.
rest. You lose your exhaustion point.
I'm so strong again.
Guys, I feel so much better.
Yes. Can I start looking at?
Oh, wait, shit. I did want. I meant to do something before I ended my watch.
Okay.
If you will allow me.
Yeah. Give me a sure.
Having cast,
Heel turn.
taking my ring of spell storm,
Fireball
Yes.
around.
dispelling the remaining shield charge in it,
Sure.
and then using a. I'll use the 5th level fireball inside of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Cool.
Because I have to actually spend spell slots to use it, so
Yep.
I wanted to do it before I slept.
That's totally fine. That's
That's
what
not
you
something
should
you
do.
would've done.
No, that is something you should do.
That's
Yep.
something you need. Smart lad.
Can I look at some of the artifacts and paintings and everything?
You
and
mean the broken ones?
Most of it's broken right now.
Yes,
but you
but
can start
just,
looking
like-
at the walls and stuff. Absolutely. Give me an
I want to look at like even though it's
Yes.
broken, I want to look at it,
Sure.
and I want to try to figure out how old it is.
Okay.
Nice, dude.
I get advantage.
Whoa.
Wait, are we doing what check is this?
Investigation.
Yeah, I get advantage.
And then history would be, it's, yeah,
Doesn't
because you
get
got to know how
more
old it is.
Okay, it's worse.
Yeah.
So it was an 18. So that's an investigation.
Yeah.
That is a 31.
Okay. As you start looking around in the morning, Zeph is picking up his wire, and everyone's getting their bearings. You start seeing these griffins and sphinxes on the walls, and you're able to piece together that this is like one moving story in mosaic, and it's moving into the next room. Some of the pots you go through, and you start trying to get dates. This is older than the stuff you were seeing with Alien Perry and any of that.
Shit.
This was stuff that is almost alien and foreign to you in nature because of how ancient it is. It's similar to some of the other delves, but the delves you've gone on, none of it was ever in shape like this. This is in pristine shape compared to previous delves that might have had chippings of this type of stuff.
So,
Yes, Eliris is like writing everything down viciously in his notes.
and drawings.
Absolutely.
Just curious if it's because I can tell this stuff's really old.
Very old, but you still see the drawings of Crutilla and Zahir on this.
Does it
ceiling.
look like suspiciously in like good condition?
No, it looks eroded away by time.
Okay,
so
okay,
naturally,
still.
it seems, but whatever technique was used was meant to preserve it for a lot of time. And there's a beautiful like genius to it all. For whatever this ancient culture did to try and preserve its history, they nailed it. And this was part of whatever they prioritized was keeping their history alive.
Wow, these people were, fantastic at preserving and keeping their culture and history alive. This is fascinating.
You can surmise it was clearly this gorgeous mural that would just blow people away when they walked in here. The ceiling is incomplete, missing 2 of the 4. The opposite side is all rubbled and burnt down from whatever the other side have. And not burnt down, but like crumbled in dust. But the architecture was so well made that it still stands against time. Anybody else doing anything?
I would like to. Okay.
Yeah?
I was gonna go to the cog and activate it again.
Okay. As you go over to the cog, you see it back in place.
Do
Turn
it.
it on.
Spin the wheel! Welcome back to the glorious shop of goods and goods. Name not available.
Nice.
What do we got?
Weapons.
Weapons.
I like weapons.
Right.
Uncommon.
Uncommon.
Oh, let's go. Uncommon.
I gotta find the uncommon.
Uncommon.
All right. Shink as it comes up.
This doesn't seem very applicable to you.
Depends. Maybe there's something.
So he walks over and everybody walks over all excited.
Yeah, maybe he's looking for something
Wands
in
and
the melee
staves
range.
are weapons.
I wouldn't know. I could definitely hit someone with it.
Exactly.
I could kill someone with a wand.
I could kill
Just
someone by fist.
stab them hard
Me
enough,
too.
right?
Yeah. You can kill anyone with anything if you shove it down the throat.
Yes, that's right.
Whoa, dude.
He's
As
got a good
disturbing
point.
as that is, it is correct.
You make a good point.
Yes.
All right.
But anyway, these goods.
You can see a short blade. You can see a bow up there. You can see chakrams up there.
Chakrams. Now that looks cool as hell.
I don't know, man. I already got a pretty sweet bow.
I'm just saying, that looks really
I'm
fun.
gonna cast a detect magic.
All are glowing.
Oh shit.
Alright. These
You
are all
you
magical
see
items.
you see a spear.
A spear. Sir, do you do trade-ins
A
here?
short sword. Coin only.
Fuck.
We only accept teeth.
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 Tiefling.
That's wrong.
Just give
morally reprehensible. Slavery was outlawed billions of years ago.
Wait. Claire.
It's another word.
The purple tiefling.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's his.
I was aware.
It doesn't look like there's any like staves or wand type weapons in this pile.
No. This one does not look to have any wands or anything like that this time around. Better luck next time on the Wheel of Wonder! Name pending.
You said there was a dagger. Yeah, a dagger.
That's his word.
There
for
is a
gold
dagger up there.
coins. Just he'll take the gold
How,
coins you
how
have.
much for the dagger?
Give me a moment to get it up.
It's not as fun as gold.
I might as well have a melee weapon.
That is 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
It seems a bit steep. What's a gold? I thought you used like teeth here or something.
That's what I said, and I just retconned coin.
What are you talking about, Tellius?
He clearly said teeth.
Synaptic static.
Yeah.
How much is the bow?
$750 gold pieces. Teeth pieces. Teeth. It's just teeth.
Is there anything special about it?
Yes! The bow of the sun rays. When you fire an arrow with this bow, you can spend a charge to make an arrow glow with light, making the arrow give off bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light in a 10-foot radius beyond that. The light lasts 10 minutes. This bow has 2 charges. If the light arrow hits a target, it must make a save for his life. Or become blinded by the gorgeous sun rays. Recharges every hour.
Do it.
Is there any knives or daggers up there?
Guys.
Yes, there is that dagger. He
That's
just asked for
really good.
1,000.
Dagger for 1,000.
So like that
What does
effectively
the
gives
dagger
you 2
do?
more blind
Yeah.
arrows because you already have
The
2.
burial blade. It's a trick weapon, and this masterpiece has defined an era of weaponry and craftsmanship. Dwarves wish they could make something as great as this. The blade is forged with adamantium, said to have fallen from the heavens. You use this as a proper burial blade for farewell wishes and grants people mighty well rest in peace to await their deities, and clearly the only right deities. But that is not all it does. This changes from a basic little burial blade into a curved sword or a scythe.
That's so cool.
So edgy. I need it.
I guess I'll take the bow. I give him the money for it.
That's 750
Yeah.
gold coin. Take that out of your inventory, and you have a bow of sun rays.
Damn.
I don't know if it's on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
If it's not, I'll just DM you this first. And if you can find it, that'd be so nice.
I'm gonna get it.
Where is
Do it now.
DM?
Right now.
Right meow.
Great. I went to search all users and my friends. I typed in taco. I was like, you mean Taco Bell? It's like, all right, I'm going to find her normally then.
I don't think so. I'm only finding long swords.
Yeah. Don't worry. I googled something cool.
Although you are a fighter, you could use it.
You're hoarding. Thank you for your sale. As you see it go ching, 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 as it goes down, you guys can see the rarity of the items, like
Probably just the knife.
on the wheel. Like it starts to one of the common ones starts to fade.
You can ask him how much it
Fade
is.
So the more we spend, the better items we
Common
get. Guys, that was
item.
important.
Charnook figured it out,
What?
The more we spend, the better the items get.
and that was a miracle for Charnook.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Do you see the wheel now?
Yeah.
It has changed for one of the commons, has faded. A little bit, not completely, but it's faded after 750
Give him all the money!
You guys. I mean, if we spend
gonna
all the
run
money,
out.
we're
Yeah.
not going to be able to get more stuff.
Who needs more stuff if we're dead?
So we'll have to find more money.
Well, if we have better weapons,
That clock
we can
is
get...
ticking! And you can hear like the thing like kush, kush, like,
I'd like to buy the knife.
yes, that will be 1,000 teeth.
Here you go.
Thank you so much, sir.
How much for the chakrams? What do they do?
I'm so glad you asked. As he takes like a coin, he takes a coin out of the stack you just gave and put it in to extend the timer. And you see the common thing starts to
nice.
come a little more solid.
Okay.
We'll first slow down though. Let me give him his burial blade.
This dungeon's great.
I know.
I especially like the part where we skipped everything to get here.
What was
That was still a precursor to the dungeon. You're supposed to skip stuff in the Fey Wilds, so it just balanced out anyway.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
I'm
what's
not
got
that?
someone killed, but then
No,
skipped
yeah, I was
over
gonna
it.
save.
Yeah, you literally got someone killed.
And then
There you go.
Easy.
It starts off as a blade, and it still does 1d8 slashing. Then it turns into a sword, can do 1d8 slashing, and when it's a scythe, it has reach. It has to be two-handed, and it does 2d6.
Well, scythe isn't
Got
gonna
it.
help you, but the other stuff's cool as hell. You can actually sneak attack with like a melee weapon.
Yeah.
Chakram of Returning.
Whoa!
When you hit a ranged
Is it
attack
down here?
with this weapon, for Justin, it deals extra 1d6 damage. Immediately after the attack, the weapon flies back to your hand. This weapon requires special training and is not considered either simple or martial.
Really?
How much is it?
It is, and I think the base damage of it too is 1d6, so you would get a total of 2d6.
What? Wait. Do you know somebody who can teach you how to use chakram?
You underestimate my learning capabilities, sir.
This
Are
is
you
so
kidding me?
much-
He's so smart.
So much.
He's smarter than you'll ever be.
Special training for it.
You underestimate my potential, good sir.
It's
I
just a
don't
little...
think I don't think he's the trainer.
750 gold pieces for the Chakram of Returning.
I'll be honest, guys, I can't afford it, but I really want it.
How much was it?
You see him take the chakram, throw it, and he goes out to hit the statue that's like completely on the ground now, and just shatters it, comes back, and you hear, "No!" over the announcement. My masterpiece!
I'll be honest, I can spend all my money and I wouldn't be able to afford it.
How much was the?
So sad as he puts it onto the wall.
How much were they?
No freeloaders.
750 gold.
There's still a spear up there and a short sword as well.
I've got about 45 gold
How
left.
much is this short sword?
What about the short sword?
The short sword of living wood.
What?
The magic sword gives you a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. And it has 3 charges! When you hit a creature with this weapon, as a bonus attack, I don't know what that is, you can expend 1 charge to either cause the next attack against that creature to have advantage, or cause that creature's next attack to have disadvantage.
That's cool.
As it is distracted by the splinters digging into its flesh! It raises its arms like that. Very excited. The sword regains all of its charges at dawn, and new wood grows in. It is approximately 1,000 gold pieces.
God damn it.
And what about the spear?
Stop.
You see, like, every time he's, like, clicking onto, like, you can literally hear, like, the preloaded audio in here, just, like, onto another track, and click. The Ancient Elven Spear of Elegos.
Whoa.
You gain a +1 to bonus attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. What does that mean? It also gains both the light and finesse properties, unless the weapon has a heavy property in which it loses that property instead of gaining the light property. You are considered proficient with this weapon, even if you lack proficiency with it. The thrown range of the spear, javelin, or trident
Got it.
is increased by 10 feet from the normal range and 30 feet from long range due to its light weight. It is approximately 750 gold pieces.
That sounds pretty cool, but not as cool as a chakrams.
Correct! As he throws the chakrams again. Ah! As he does a statue gets hits again, sink, and puts it back in.
How close are you?
I'd probably need about like
750 gold. That'd be so...
550 more gold.
Sorry.
I can give you
I
45.
zoned out for a
But-
second. What's the spears thing again? Real quick?
You can throw it farther than normal. It's lighter. You get a +1 to bonus, a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with the weapon. It gains both light and finesse properties.
You could sing attack with it.
Basically, you're proficient with it, even if you're not proficient.
I have a dagger.
It's pretty cool.
Is the dagger not in D&D Beyond?
No. I think I just found something. Oh, I'm literally on a homebrew thing.
Okay.
That's literally the title of it.
Oh, okay.
It says homebrew D&D.
Well, I mean,
but these are way cooler, and I'm having a lot more fun with
Yeah,
this.
these are cool.
Sure.
I like the chakrams so much. I am so sad.
Maybe I'll get the spin of the wheel again.
Do you have like a layaway program or something? Like a save this for later type of thing? Because I want to come back.
The layaway program was disbanded in here. Error. Back then, we used to lay away until we never got paid back. It was awful. So now we must pay all upfront final sales, no returns.
Okay. Does anybody have gold?
I give him all of my gold. I throw in my money pouch.
That's hilarious.
I have 500.
I'm not gonna make
10,
you use all your
9,
money. It's fine.
8, 7,
I'll manage
6,
without it.
5. Have a wonderful day.
Maybe another day.
Bro.
As you start to walk away, you feel the black box vibrate, Tyrion.
No.
I'm gonna click the box.
It opens.
Wait, what do you do? What do you do?
It was 1,000 for the sword.
Oh, it was 1,000.
So
Yeah.
Tyrion opens the black box as it vibrates again. I would normally wait quite a time before sending another message, but the fates of the world are weaving in unexpected ways. I will push my luck today with another message a day later. We received word late this evening that the North had not fallen. A group of powerful beings joined forces with the North to summon the mythical Tarask to decimate the Kobold Alliance and push the forces back. The world is stunned. People are talking, motivated and hopeful that the Kobold Alliance is mortal, that they are beatable. The North has given everybody hope.
Yes! Yeah. Oh, wrong character.
I regret to bring down the mood, but I feel responsibility to inform you that Yavanna has not been seen in some time. When she returned to Waterdeep, she wasn't herself. She explained it as the loss of Shalmir and other unresolved issues. We will keep an eye out for her, but I fear something serious has come up, but we lack the resources to keep up with her.
This is Salem, correct?
Yes. Well, you don't know that yet. God damn it. The voice is familiar, though. Yes.
Okay.
To conclude, there's a small group of people looking for Ulyrus. They seek confirmation of his survival of the battle with Orlith. A few asylum seekers from his hometown turned into terrific Grey Hands. I haven't had a chance to meet them personally, but their group was responsible for infiltrating Tendorf, escaping with key information and artifacts from the Alliance, and somehow managing to get the materials to the Grey Hand. I'm still going through the reports. This one's got buried because it happened nearly 3.5 years ago. If the report is true, they are some of the most determined and talented survivors I have ever seen. How they managed to get from Astrid Grove to Waterdeep is nothing short of a miracle. Whatever they had, the Kobold Alliance didn't want them to get away with. Again, I am unsure if the mission was a complete success due to the nuance of the mission report. I will look into this further to see if it was a success and who the survivors were. If you hear this, Ulyrus, stay alive. There are some people who fought like hell to see you again. Commander of the 1st Grey Corps, Salem.
Oh,
Damn it, Salem,
yeah.
date your reports!
He did. He dated the previous one. And he opened that this is a day later.
See that, guys?
Okay.
Don't let me die.
I think we're all really important at this point.
Yeah. I was... Never mind.
You'll always be important to me.
I'll try.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna click the box again. This is Tyrion of the Heroes of Waterdeep once again.
So
Please
pretentious.
please send word if you've received our messages. We don't know where we are at the moment. We're trying to bring back Shalmir. We will be in contact as soon as we can. Off.
Okay. What are you all doing?
I'd like to investigate again to see if indeed that lever should open the door and not also spring a trap. Actually, yeah, I'll check for traps.
All right, go ahead and make a check for that. I believe that's investigation.
Investigation with advantage. Good thing. It was a 4 the first one. But that gets updated or upgraded because
I'm gonna
stuff.
look up at
23.
You don't know his name, but yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check.
He said, "What's his face?"
Yeah. I know, he's right, but that's what I'm saying. He's correct. He has no idea what his face is.
Tim Tom's friend.
Tim Tom's friend is a correct definition. All right. Very clearly, this is the lever to open the door.
Yes. Traps.
There are no traps.
Okay.
Hold on.
Is Tim Tom's friend spying on us?
What was your roll for perception?
Oh, I didn't roll perception.
But you got him.
15.
Doesn't appear to be at the moment.
Are you guys ready to move forward?
Hold on, just a second.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure.
Charnock goes off into a corner somewhere and sits down cross-legged. Takes the hat off, puts it in his lap, and he casts augury.
Okay, what does that do?
He can cast spells.
So basically, this spell is a divination spell, and it is I'm communing with the spirits of my ancestors to determine the outcome of an action that we plan to take in the next 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm asking, hey Goran, we don't know where we are, and we don't really know all what we're doing, but if we go forward with this, is it going to be good?
And this communing with Graham.
Or just
Your
the general ancestral spirits?
Is it yes/no things?
So
it gives it. Oh, you can go.
Yeah, go ahead,
so
please.
the DM chooses from the following possible omens: weal for good results, woe for bad results, weal and woe for both good and bad results, or nothing. Or you can just give something general or vague or however you want to do it.
You see the wheel and woe symbols in front of you. Both. What was it? Wheel and woe?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
See both in front of you.
Oh, that's not helpful.
And you can hear your ancestors whispering to you. All tough paths lead to good results.
That's helpful. Yeah, well, I should probably talk to you guys more often.
Find the orb.
I'm never talking to you guys again. Put that hat back on. And I go back to my group. Well, guys, no matter what path we take, it's going to be good.
All right. Is everyone ready? Good to go.
All right, you pull the lever.
Before I pull the lever.
Pull the lever, Karan.
Before I pull the lever, I want to be. I am stumped. I don't think I will ever find a way through this door.
You can hear audible giggling.
And then I pull the lever.
Tim Tom! They made it through the first door! Pack your things, Tim Tom! Pack them right now! This is unbelievable! Shh! That was less than a day, Tim Tom! You can hear the voice descending as you can clear it. He's running around right now.
Oh my god,
And as you guys walk into the next room, you hear, I don't see you packing, Tim Tom! As you walk into this area.
Okay.
Well played, Iris.
Thank
You
you.
learned from the Satyr King.
And a little from my friend Tellius.
Blushing.
As you walk into this room, you can see the mosaic you were looking at earlier and the imagery on the walls continued through. And they continued into this area a little more fleshed out inside these walls. Inside this area is a massive obelisk that stands at the center of it. And there is a little panel in front of it, and there is some sort of etching in a language on it, there.
Do I understand?
You have no idea what it is. But because of who you are, you can try and roll to see if you can try and get an idea of what it might be.
Whoa. Kind of just intelligence?
Yeah.
All right.
What's that?
Do I understand the language?
It seems familiar to you.
Whoa.
But you do not understand it.
Oh, all right. Intelligence?
Yep.
Curious.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Little aggressive
It's
there.
all right.
Oh. 11.
No idea. This has been lost to the ages. As you see this pristine scripture all over this, and on here, all sorts of magical runes are on this obelisk, and you can see it just a faint blue glow, like pulsing up, like. Distracted by the shiny in the room, you start looking around the walls, and you see those elemental symbols, all 4 of the elements there, all in the shape of orbs underneath each of those symbols on both sides of the walls. As you see sphinxes and griffins and all sorts of flying creatures surrounding each of these, and they're in these like wolf chasing its tail type of artistry, and they're all going around these in almost like whirlpools. The ceiling itself opens up with the stars, and there's clouds in the middle, and what I'm not sure any of you would understand, but similar to what you just saw with your buddy Kabosh, you can see like nebulas and stars in the universe up top, but it looks like it's real. It doesn't look like, it looks like that goes up, and it's not like a solid ceiling. It just looks like there's an open ceiling to you right there. Each of those of those orbs with the elements over them seem to have markings pushed on these things, eating the tails of all of it, and you can see different creatures represented underneath each of the orbs as well in the center.
Is there one that looks like me?
What's that?
Is there a creature that looks like me?
There is no creatures that look like you on this one in this area.
Not cool. I'm sketching all this.
Yes.
Do any of the gems? Is this in color or is
This is in color, faded, painted onto walls.
Okay.
It is not embossed. It is flat.
Yep.
With the walls.
Do any of the gems look like the sun gem?
Ooh.
In this room, none of them look like the sun gem. They all look like orbs that Charnook has described to you in the past.
Do any of them look like the thing that Hilaris got taken from you?
Nothing in this room resembles that, no.
Okay. What about the last room?
No, definitely not.
So, Charnook, are these orbs familiar to you?
Yep. That's them. I was in charge of that one.
You mean the one you lost?
I'll walk away.
You feel your ancestors burning up inside you.
I gotta approach the obelisk cannon.
Sorry.
Yes.
Does it look like I can I interact with it? Are there like button appearing things?
Charnook's
like,
taken so much.
Make an investigation check.
From everybody. Everything.
Not bad.
You
19.
lost it.
19. As you look around, you start to try and figure out how any of this works. It looks magical in nature. It's really interesting. And finally, you kind of get frustrated with this, and you grip the stand, and all of a sudden your mind just flashes.
Oh.
And all this stuff just goes through your mind. It's too quick. You can't process any of it.
That's a relief.
None of
I
it
thought his
sounds
brain
familiar.
Same.
You just get, like, overwhelmed.
It's just like hands off.
Yep.
Whew.
You good?
This thing's weird.
I want to touch it.
I'm gonna grip it again.
Okay.
See if I can piece anything out of it.
All right. You grip it again, and it's just that same flash, and it's overwhelming and nearly knocks you on your ass the second time.
Oh, shit.
I want to touch it.
You can get there. You just gotta do something.
I want to touch
Did you catch any of that?
it. I don't know. I haven't touched it yet. I'll let you know.
Oh, shut up.
So, you And you grip it.
Yep.
As you grip it, you hear
Oh shit.
the voice you've been hearing for a long time.
Oh no.
No, it's a good one.
You're closer to my influence, Tellius. I can hide you inside my sanctuary. Travel deep into what was lost, and we can hide you. I can help you be stronger. I can help your friends be stronger. We cannot lose you.
Alright.
You don't see any flashes, you just hear.
So did you see it?
I didn't see anything. I heard some things. It's a bit different than seeing, yeah?
Yes.
I wonder if I touch it, if I'll smell something.
Oh,
Try it.
that would be interesting.
As you touch it,
Maybe I'll taste it.
you can feel the disappointment of your hand.
Oh no.
Oh no!
See them all.
Just brutal.
You feel the collective feeling of all of them shaking their heads when they're like, "What do you mean it's gone?"
Oh no!
Well, that was very visceral.
All right.
I go, turn,
Are you all right, Charnook?
and I walk away.
Charnook, are you sure you're okay?
Shut up!
Charnook's against the wall, like pounding on the spear. Just where his is right now.
Does anything happen when I pound it?
No. Absolutely.
All right, Elyrus, it's your turn.
I guess it is. I grab it.
As you feel it, you feel this flash. All this stuff overwhelms you, but you very much feel like charged by it in a positive way. Where Tyrion was like, "Oh, that's too much." You were just like, "I need to understand this."
I can't piece anything together.
It's too quick on this one.
Damn.
I didn't see anything. I just heard stuff.
Yeah, I just saw really. It was like quick images.
No,
That's what I
it's just
thought.
like it's like a flash. It's like literally like a white flash. It moves so fast.
Okay. I just saw
It was
a
like- it was like
flash.
Like an overwhelming of information all at once.
Yes, I got the same.
Charnook. We're in his corner.
Elias, since you're the one that got something out of it, maybe you investigate it some more.
I don't think touching it's gonna do anything different, to be honest. It's
Uh,
very clear.
Or
Very
Hana hasn't
clear.
tried it yet.
I'll try it.
Alright.
Walk over.
Alright, you touch it?
Yep.
There you are, my little star.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, hi, Timora.
You've been lost for some time. I couldn't track you or find you. And I still can't locate you where you are. But I see your glimmering stars in the universe right now.
I don't know where I am either.
That is very concerning. Stay strong, my little star.
Okay.
What did you see?
I saw Timora.
You heard.
Just kidding, I heard her.
Oh, that sounds nice.
That sounds nice. Yeah.
Oh,
does
have you
sound nice.
told this group that you saw God?
I
think you told
sure.
Elias.
Yeah, I learned everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean, heard Timora? Because I heard someone too, but it wasn't Timora, that's for sure.
Timora and I go way back.
About 6 years ago.
I don't think it was the person you heard, to put it like.
Alright. Do you guys continue through?
Which way do we know where the beholder went?
Well, yeah. Well, the beholder was above us in the entrance room.
As you look up, Elyrus, you see more holes in the top.
Yeah. Huh. All right.
And as you look across the wall, you see yet another lever.
Huh.
What is this?
Is
outlet?
it like
Have we
a
been-
one track? It's just like
Yeah, it looks
going
just yes,
forward?
yes. The one behind you closed. Like you guys can't get back
Okay.
the way you came.
Ah, well, we got through the first door, but I think that was a fluke. I have no idea whether we'll get through the second one. What do you guys think?
I don't know. This might be too difficult for us.
Give
We
it a
definitely
try.
got lucky.
Okay.
Nothing. We gotta just move forward.
All right. Let's put everything we got into this, guys.
Alright, wait. And then I'll cast minor illusion.
Yep.
And this is the fleece. It's like,
Okay.
I'm gonna make his. I'm gonna like target the hole
Yep.
and have his voice saying Tim Tom like echo into the hole.
Tim Tom.
Okay.
Just Tim Tom.
Tim Tom.
Ooh. You know, I thought I'd get more of a ruse out of that one. But
Yeah, let's just go.
yeah.
I pull the lever. Oh, check for traps.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Gotta be careful here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good advantage. Okay, first one was better. So 30.
Trap. This one isn't trapped either.
Not trapped?
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta make sure of these things.
okay.
Pull the lever.
You pull the level. Impossible! 2 doors in as many hours? Less than that, Tim Tom! Oh, I knew I was calling you for a reason moments ago! Tim Tom! I see you've packed everything properly. This is perfect! We are ready to leave. They must be here. They must be assassins! As you guys are walking into the next room.
Oh no.
Why would they come here to assassinate me? What could it be? What could it be? They're so clever. The only way they could be so clever is if they were trained assassins, that we've established. No geniuses sent here for some reason to assassinate me. But why were they here for me, Tim Tom? Look in my eyes, Tim Tom, when I talk to you. You'll never get me, genius assassins. I know you won't.
I gotta cast message up to the ceiling.
Wait.
It's like, yes, we will.
Oh no, what are you
He shrugs it off. Fair enough. To be fair, actually, he's in a monologue right now, so he is deaf to the world. There's no way they can solve all the rooms in my fortress. It is impossible. I know. I tried. As you guys are walking to this new room, you start feeling a little weird, and you feel heavier, and you hear, "Did my brother send you? I knew he would! Always jealous of his smarter, better-looking brother! I will have the last laugh! Ho, 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 ha, ha!" And that's where we'll end tonight as you enter this third room.
my god. Goodness.
I think I know who he is now.
It's his twin brother, Xanathar.
Not necessarily. With a Z.
With a Z, I told you.